Now you're listening to wrestling news that matters from people you want to hear it from, deep from within the confines of the internet. Covering WWE like no one else and covering TNA because no one else will. You are listening to the best in the world, Ring Rust Radio!
Brad Maddox.
I got 141 and 2/3 chance of winning.
Radio, the best goddamn wrestling radio show on Spreaker, on the internet, in the whole goddamn universe, folks. I'm your host, the most Donald Wood, looking fine and feeling fine, oh baby. Clapping cheeks, Mike Chiari, Brandon Galvin, you are each a cheek. I'm clapping both of you today.
God.
Yep.
I don't know if it works that way.
You don't even know how to fucking react to that. I called you a cheek and I said you were getting clapped, and your first thought was like, kind of into it. Not sure how it's going to work schematically, though.
That was my issue.
BJ, I'm here. I'm a little under the weathers, but guess what? I'm a trooper. If I'm one thing, it's I'm a trooper.
Yeah, you're a hard worker.
Hard worker, dude. Sometimes. Mike Chiari, Brandon Gavin, are you excited to be with me today?
No.
It's going to get cute, I think. I had a really good time watching AEW. AEW, I'm not going to say it changed my life, but I should think that shit changed my life.
It was pretty low end.
Wait, AEW or that show?
Forbidden Door, well, I mean, AEW 100%, like without a doubt has changed my life, but Forbidden Door continued to change it. It, like, accelerated it for a period of time.
I can't wait to hear your favorite moment.
I'll tell you what my saddest moment was. Billy Boy.
When it was over?
Billy Boy! Brandon
I
Galvin.
thought it was Tanahashi's knees.
Yo, he's got great Muda knees. What is it with the Japanese men and their just knees just not
It's like
handling
every
it?
time I see him, I realize he's retiring in January, but it's like I didn't see him for a long time, and then like he showed up in AEW like a year or two ago, and I was like, what happened? And then it got exponentially worse since that time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really like once like you're getting older, you feel your knees. Like you can't do the things you do. Like I go to shoot, like wrestling shoot.
All the time.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, well he lands right on his knees. Stop doing that move. Yeah. Daniel Bryan changed his style. If you can't do it,
Tamina, stop doing it.
Get out of the ring. Take a hard line stance against one of my favorites ever. But go ahead.
We get on with this intro. We're gonna review. We're going to review WWE, NXT, AEW, all the shit. We had Dirt Sheet Busters, Mike Chiari bringing us lies and rumors going on pro wrestling. Donnie's a fucking coward. He's leaving. I'm already calling it. We had the first WWE fantasy standing update of the season. We have fan emails and so much more.
Listen, I'll tell you what I can guarantee you.
Now?
I'll be here for the intro. I'll be here for the outro. That's what I guarantee you.
Please don't come back for the outro.
Yeah,
please.
We'll see. Stick around.
I wish you didn't show up for the intro. This shit blows.
Mike?
Guys, get us anywhere you get your podcasts. Interact with us on Twitter at @RingRustRadio. Email us, be part of the show, ringrustradio@gmail.com. Buy our merchandise, prowrestlingtees.com/ringrustradio. So many great t-shirt designs. Couldn't catch you, dick! We're trying to get more designs. George has been a little bit sad lately, so we hope we'll be able to get some more designs.
First off, that's really fucked up. Shut the fuck up about that. Sending our love to George is what we're doing.
No, he's been talking to us again. He's been, his normal self
shit to us
today.
Good. You fucking deserve it, man.
I don't think I did deserve it.
Well, I definitely think you did, but that's just
I definitely didn't deserve it.
You listen, I will argue that no one deserves to fucking get the shit slapped out of their face by fucking a son of an MMA fighter more than you, Mike.
Wow.
Keep me away from Rocket Jackson, whatever the fuck his name was.
Yeah, he's gonna fucking jack you the fuck up, dude. I'll punch your teeth out of your fucking head. That's what he's gonna do.
And you don't, for no reason at all, he'll do it.
Yeah, well, no. I saw a video of him, like, we'll talk about it. But it's just, like, smarten the kid up. And if you did smarten him up and then he did that anyway, put him in jail.
Seems like he did anyway.
I think put him in jail regardless. Support us at patreon.com/ringrustradio. We're getting your ad-free episodes, sign up for fantasy drafts and brackets, make us watch wrestling-related movies and pay-per-views, and so much more. Also, check out Ring Rust Radio on YouTube for updated clips and Triple R Gaming. Donnie, BG, and fans of the show have been playing different games like Doom, Schedule 1, Dead by Daylight, Headliners, and Midnight Murder Club each week, posting early access on patreon.com/ringrustradio well before it hits YouTube. If you're interested in joining a session, email ringrustradio@gmail.com.
Yes, we're going to be scaling back on that. So if you don't want us to scale back on that, you got to put your money where your mouth is. We're just going to scale back on it a little bit. What?
Are the pre-made videos running thin? Is that what you're saying?
No, we have honestly all the way through June of next year, but it's just I'm tired of this. I'm tired of getting 6 views on something I work my dick off on. That's the bottom line. So yeah, it's an attention horrors thing. Mike, I left my whole heart and soul on the dance floor for fucking attention horrors. We did. I worked so hard. You mocked every one of them, but I worked
hard at questioning your beliefs.
They were great episodes, and they meant nothing to anybody except us, and that was sad. And now this is what this feels like. So,
well,
give me money or I'm quitting.
You'll have more success.
What'd you say?
Play real games, you'll have more success.
Nah, I'm not a loser. Right.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not. I'm not a fucking loser. I'm
Actually,
cool as shit,
your
dude.
numbers prove that you're a fucking loser.
Well, my numbers prove to me that I'm not part of YouTube's algorithm. Maybe I'm just not the right style.
Yeah, that's why.
That's it.
I'm too fucking cool for them. Maybe they're racist against white people like me. That's what I think. I'm sort of say that.
I think isn't Mr. Beast the most famous YouTuber? He's a white guy.
Is he?
Yep.
I don't know.
For sure.
I legit don't know. I think I've seen the guy. I think he's a white guy. I don't know.
Yeah, he's definitely a white guy.
All right, cool. Let's move on.
We're gonna put this all in order. From LW to Dark, we're about to have a discussion about the one true sport. Who's selling the finish? Does this make sense in the art? Tell me who botched, who rocked, who's cashing in on the marks. These takes are uncut, man, they're pure and they're raw. Blow up like dynamite, have you smacked down on the floor. On a collision course with the number one source. Now let's head back to the ring for the latest report. Ring Rust.
All right, Clash in Paris. BJ's got Clash in Paris listed first. I don't give a single fuck about that glorified house show.
The Tobacco Shop Simulator only has 13 views. Never even fucking heard of this game.
Okay, first off, I like games that are two things: weird and free. That combination leads you to a game called Tobacco Shop Simulator, where I started Ring Rust Radio, Wacky Tobacco, and I sell everything from Marlboro Reds to Marlboro Lights.
Mm-hmm.
You call them Marlboro?
Marlboro.
You were saying Marlboro.
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 Let me tell you something. Marlboro is one of the hardest words on earth to say. Marlboro.
Just skip the L.
The fuck, it's there! I'm not skipping it. How many times do I have to say February before you fucking get it through your head? If the letter's there, I'm using it. You know what I mean? Come on. That's like I put together a fucking IKEA bookshelf. There's a couple of screws left there. You're like, nah, it's fine. That shit's falling over. No, dude. We're going to put them back.
Those are leftover. Those are extra.
That's not true, man. Marlboro. Let me tell you something. No one knows Marlboro more than a guy who had a sleeping bag, a CB radio, 2 fucking umbrellas.
My dad didn't even smoke and he was getting that shit.
We would collect. Nothing says kids. We would walk home from middle school and high school, find an empty Marlboro pack on the ground, rip the miles, put them in the old peanut butter jar at home. We're about to get a jacket.
Yep. Anytime we went on a walk, if we found a fucking pack of cigarettes, we would pick it up.
Somewhere in here is a one-liner about white trash, and I can't find it anywhere, dude. But it's there. I know it is. Well, Clash of Paris is a glorified house show. Nobody gives a shit about. Forbidden Door is what everybody's talking about. Heat Wave, literally, Heat Wave, shit didn't even register. Let me hear it.
It was really good.
But we got to talk first about the RIP section because a couple things happened this week that I'm going to throw in here. RIP to Rampage Kid's career. And almost that veteran he punched to death almost.
Psycho Stu or Sicko Stu. I'm
Sicko
not sure
Stu.
what it is.
So,
is it?
I think it's Sicko, is what I saw. And
I mean, the Y would make me think
I thought it
Psycho.
was Psycho.
Really?
Like Psycho Sid.
But I haven't heard anyone actually announce it.
No.
That was insane.
Yeah, so
It was horrible.
the video
I could not believe it.
is insane because he just spikes a dude down, right? And dude bounces his head off the mat. First things first, dude definitely should have protected his head better. Like, you got to grab the back of your head. When you're falling like
Can I
that.
tell you my problem?
Him punch him in the face over and over again when he's
Well,
unconscious?
that's a problem.
That's a
but
big problem for me.
Nobody stepped in until punch number 20 or whatever.
It was insane.
Well, I don't.
After you see him legit punching him like 5 or 6 times when you step in.
Yeah, but how do you know it's
And there was a
legit?
guy that kind of stepped in and like kind of stopped him
And then
for like a
didn't
half
really.
a second, and then he gave up, and the dude started punching him again.
Yeah, he didn't want to get punched.
That was horrible.
Yeah, that was. So a lot of.
Like,
listen,
the referee is right there. Like,
We're not-
referee doesn't
we're
stop
not-
it. Like, give me a break.
We're not going to break any news here that, anyone hasn't already spoken about. This is just our opinions on the situation. You got to smarten people up to the business, and if this dude was smartened up to what was happening and still chose the path of violence that he did to get back at him for what was like hitting him in the head in the pre-show with a beer, even though like they were working, they were going to be working
they said
together.
it was like a work thing, and then Psycho Stu apologized.
Yeah.
Like, there was a mediator right there.
And then
I just don't understand. Like,
well, hold on, real quick. What got me in all of this was they showed several videos posted before the incident of this dude, Rampage's son, explicitly saying he's gonna fuck this dude up.
Yeah.
And pretty much
He was on stream.
Yeah, pretty much admitting that he is going to do this, and then afterwards saying like, I did this. It's like if I was a prosecutor, I'd be like, hey, exhibit A and B, him saying the shit, and they'd be like, okay, you're going to
They
jail.
have him on video.
it's like a
getting
fucking documentary of him
Right.
admitting to his crimes before he does them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on video getting a phone call like, hey, dude's in the fucking hospital. Like, we don't even know if he's fucking breathing or not, basically. And he's like, oh, my bad.
Yeah, he said my bad. He said, oh, that's crazy.
Right.
That's my fault.
I gotta be honest with you, Donnie. First time I've heard of Rampage. Jackson having a son named Raja.
Yeah, me too.
No, I saw one video of them walking through like Japan, and they were like backing down from a bunch of Japanese dudes who were gonna kill him. So I seen him be a bitch before. But the truth is, this is wild. My honest
Rampage Jackson's a TNA legend, by the way.
and he's smart to the business too. And
I don't know if he is. He showed up one time, got no pop, and that was pretty much
no,
it.
he's better than King Mo.
This is
King Mo?
crazy. I'm very interested in seeing the outcome of this.
How can it be anything other than jail time? Like they
Nothing's
showed
gonna happen.
like
Because we live in a
for
shitty
some
society.
reason-
That doesn't
For some
matter
reason,
anymore.
I don't think
everything
I don't
related
think
to
it
this
will.
had a video released, like Quentin Rampage Jackson's being told about the fact that his son did this, and like him like.
Well, he was
Dad.
he was on stream
It's like-
when it happened, dude. Doing something
like-
else.
It's like, is he in trouble? It's like, yeah, dude, he's going to jail for sure.
Well, you said he had a video talking about it. He put college money away for his 2 Japanese sons and
Yeah,
bail
but-
money away for this one. It's like motherfucker's got like intuition like a
Yeah, he do.
motherfucker, dude.
That's insane.
Yeah, this whole situation, a very ugly incident.
I've never heard of Psycho Stu, Raja Jackson, this fucking
Right.
promotion, or anything related to it before, and then all of a sudden I wake up whatever Sunday morning and then I see
Yeah.
all this shit.
From the bottom of my
Holy
heart,
shit.
they shouldn't be allowed to have wrestling there ever again. The people involved should all be banned. Because like anybody, like I said, you're dude. This is such an ugly look for wrestling too.
They were apparently a WWE ID like school, because like there's I don't know 5, 6, 7
Rikishi's
schools.
involved with it.
Okay, and then WWE pulled it immediately.
Yep. Yeah, the Rikishi's. I think Rikishi runs this thing. This is like Rikishi's
Wow.
thing.
Where the
And
fuck was
yeah,
he?
I don't know. No idea. dude.
Complaining on a podcast about Jay not being a 20-time world champion.
Well, he's got plenty of time to fucking do that when he's trying to settle this lawsuit out of court. It's terrible. It's a terrible look for wrestling. It's a terrible look for everybody involved. I honestly feel terrible for the fucking dude who just was trying to be an indie wrestler.
Almost
Probably
died,
did.
yeah.
He probably doing this shit. He probably went to work in the morning You know what I mean? And came there afterwards. He's like, I gotta be Sicko Stan again. Jesus Christ.
Man.
Like,
Bro,
and then he got jacked the fuck up for nothing, dude. It's crazy.
he said he lost so many teeth.
Yo, it's
I can imagine.
yeah.
That's
When
fucking
someone's just
wild,
raining
dude.
down elbows and punches on your face, yeah, that happens. Jesus
That's
Christ,
crazy.
That Roger Jackson lost his only MMA fight, by the way.
Yeah, because
son.
he's not his dad.
What's crazy
I mean-
in MMA, the third punch at most.
They step in.
Yeah, the referee jumps you. He just
Yeah.
literally spears you off the other
about
guy.
to fight you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Sometimes instinctively the guys just start fighting the refs. You ever see the ref just
Yeah.
choke out a
Yeah.
guy? The guy's just fucking with him. Ref's like, fuck, not me, you're not. I also train, coward. But there was actually
Yeah,
a death.
insane.
Someone actually did send me a death. It was an independent wrestler, Midwest, I believe. Timothy Dean Reed. I think he was in his 40s as well. So,
TDR.
yeah,
RIP.
so, and that's, again, I've become someone dies, someone sees it on Facebook that someone passed away, they fucking forward it right along to me. So that's sad there. So,
Last week.
yeah. And yeah, this was, yeah, and then Rampage. It really killed the vibe for me. My wife saw it on TMZ, and she's like, what the fuck is this? And you're like, ah, man. So now I'm explaining to people, like, nah.
Long story.
Yeah, but that's the problem. I shouldn't have to do that. Like, I like when they ignore wrestling, not, look down on it all the time. It's hard enough, dude. It's hard enough to be a wrestling fan. But let's talk about something better. AEW, New Japan Pro Wrestling, Forbidden Door. We're reviewing this first. I'm not doing any fucking
Why
preview.
are we doing
Dumb
that?
bullshit.
Why can you
This is the
never
one that
just
already
go
happened.
in?
We're going in chronological order. This was
That's
the most
not what
important.
we're doing.
Guys, this is the smallest text I've ever seen. Let me click on this to make it a little bigger. I hate
Well,
this
maybe
shit.
don't have 13 matches, and it could be larger.
Well, you could
text.
just cut a lot of the stuff. I know you didn't watch the pre-show. I watched every minute of the pre-show.
I'm sure.
I don't think you did.
I did. Well, have you watched any of the Twisted Metal show?
I have not.
I
seen
saw
any of it
season
yet.
1.
I saw
I've yet to see season 2.
clip
I want to.
of Samoa Joe being the ice cream guy, Sweet Tooth.
Sweet Tooth.
He's very fun.
Yeah, you should watch season 1.
I saw not. No, I will never. But he
Okay.
looks fun in that. He looks like he's a
great.
jokester. It's not his voice, is it?
No,
I don't think it is.
No, it's not.
It's not. I forget the actor's name.
That took me out of it. That's why I'll never watch. So let's get to the main card. Adam Copeland and Christian Cage.
Will Arnett.
Oh, Will Arnett? What is it?
That's who that
Voices
is?
Samoa Joe's character, yep.
The
Okay.
guy who was McGruber?
No, that's a different guy. That's Will Forte.
Ah,
Will Arnett was in Arrested Development, I think.
no.
I don't watch that show.
I love that show.
Me neither,
He's
but
not
I think
in
he
it.
was in it.
Well, he's not.
Remember
in
the
it.
shitty Ninja Turtles
He was in
movie we
Blades of
watched?
Glory. Great movie.
He's Napoleon Dynamite?
No, he's not John Heater, but he was in the same movie.
Can we go on to wrestling? This is exposing my
Yeah.
inability
You're
to
the one
understand
that brought
pop culture at all. Did you
No.
hear Taylor Swift and Travis Kelsey, though, dude?
Yeah,
Yep.
crazy.
Wild, dude.
That's a lot of money.
I hope they have,
Yeah.
on her side. That's like fucking,
I think he has a lot of money also.
yeah,
Yeah,
not,
he's doing all right.
not as much as she fucking does. She's talking
Obviously not.
billions. He's talking about
Didn't he get-
millions.
Many millions of dollars for the shitty podcast.
Sure did.
Why can't we have a shitty podcast?
We do have a shitty podcast. We don't get millions.
Nah,
Nope.
because none of us
Donnie's-
we're not handsome and we're not famous. BJ, maybe fuck a celebrity, would you, dude? Like, come on, dude.
Yeah,
We're
come
stuck.
on, BJ.
We're stuck, man. We made commitments. We can't break out of them.
Yeah.
We're good fucking people.
Get with Olivia Rodrigo.
I'm
No,
trying.
someone more famous than that. So, like,
She's famous.
fuck
Sabrina
Beyonce.
Carpenter.
Fuck Beyonce.
No, I can't do that.
Why?
Jay-Z. He doesn't want to
Jay-Z.
betray Jay-Z.
Yeah, right, dude. He's with Becky with the good hair. You could be Brandon with the bad hair. You know what I mean? Come
Thanks,
on,
man.
dude. Let's go. All right, let's get into this. Christian Cage and Adam Copeland teaming already. They're back, baby. Kill Switch back and taking that L early on.
Well, that was obvious.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
I
like this
it's
matchup.
first off, real quick. Great to have Kill Switch back. Great to have this dude
Yeah, I
healthy
always
enough
like
to
Kill
wrestle
Switch.
again.
What happened to him, by the way?
It was some kind of serious health issue, but I don't know the
I don't know the
specifics of
details, but when
Okay.
I was reading up on it,
like not an injury. It was like a health related.
someone
Gotcha,
compared
okay.
it to what Luke Harper originally had. Or
Holy
Luke,
shit.
yeah, because it was a lung thing.
All right, well,
like a lung
thank
thing.
God he's
Yeah.
back. and I like the introduction of his return on Dynamite.
Very cool. Him coming out, like, cause he was, again, at the hospital, cause all the lung shit, and he fucking...
Yeah, it was like fucking Super Shredder over here. I really enjoyed this match. This might be my favorite match of the night.
It was a great match, and honestly, not too long. Fun.
I said to Mike, yeah, exactly. I said to Mike when it was done, I was like, this is one of the most cohesive AEW matches I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, because you're WWE marks, and these guys are WWE products.
It's, it was a solid match. It was a solid match. I think it was dumb for their return match to be at Forbidden Door against Kip Sabian and Killswitch. I mean, I would have just saved it for
opening
their
match
hometown of Toronto next month. I would have saved it for that.
Please. Gotta have a heel turn there already.
I think the in-ring action was good because, we weren't kicking out of 30 finishers and no selling shit, but my problem with this match is the main story they told in this match had actually nothing to do with Edge and Christian. The main story they were trying to tell here is dissension between Killswitch and Kip Sabian, as if anybody gives a fuck about that. That is the main story they try to tell.
There's something about Mother Wayne that I enjoy quite a bit.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
I've definitely seen that MILF video. What?
Of her?
Huh?
Kyle
Fletcher defeated Hiromu Takahashi. That bump to the outside. My goodness. Nothing?
Can I be honest with you, Donnie?
Sure.
My problem with Forbidden Door.
Kyle Fletcher's better than Randy Orton. Good.
That's very dumb. He's nowhere near Randy Orton.
He's also nothing like Randy Orton.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand what that comparison is. But
because he has short hair.
They're the same guy.
It's just that a lot of the matches are very predictable.
In terms of what?
Like, this is
there was a 0% chance of Kyle Fletcher losing.
Can I tell you something? Right here, of these championship matches, it was very obvious who was going to win. And, like, they're good matches, but it does take away a little bit when you're a viewer, and it's just so predictable.
Well, I will say this, and that's how I've always felt about Forbidden Door. It's how I feel kind of about the WWE, like, out there international shows, where they're like glorified house shows. I always felt like one thing Tony Khan doesn't do is he doesn't put over other companies. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't do it with TNA, doesn't do it with New Japan, doesn't do it with fucking CMLL. His company, his guys win, right?
Yeah.
So,
I'm not saying that Takahashi should have won. I'm just saying that, like, we had 3 straight matches where, to me, it was so obvious who was winning. Like, they're not going to change these titles.
But the thing about this show, too, is, like, okay, you had these 3 straight matches. Those are the only matches that really had anything to do with fucking Forbidden Door. The rest of the pay-per-view had nothing to do hardly with New Japan.
Not true. Timeless Tony Stewart going against Ring of Honor's Athena. Very stupid for you to say.
Exactly. So nothing to do with it, as I said.
Kazuchika Okada used to be in New Japan. Now not.
Not anymore.
He was. But he was.
But he's not.
Like, the first Forbidden Door, that was cool. Because, like, I believe it was the first one that had the main event. Yeah.
Well, it's what happens when Hell in a Cell becomes a pay-per-view every year.
Oh, absolutely.
The allure kind of rubs off. It's time to call it,
I like the idea.
WrestlePalooza.
I love the idea of Forbidden Door. It's just that it was very obvious who were winning these 3 particular matches.
It's a nice idea until you sign all the top talent that they have from the company that you're co-promoting with.
I gotta tell you, New Japan should create bigger stars. I don't know what to tell them. Be better.
I gotcha. They should create bigger stars so they then get stolen by AEW guys.
Yeah, okay, that's how it works, buddy.
Okay.
Want to stay in Japan where weed's like not legal at all and you can't have fun guns? Or you come to Florida where there's no taxes and you can shoot guns all the time, like alligators.
Can I ask you a serious question?
Sure.
Because I haven't kept up with New Japan this year.
If I'm one thing, it's deadly serious.
Well, Donnie's going to tell you lies because he said Toru Yano was in the G1. So
Well, here's the thing.
I guess I shouldn't ask this question, but I was going to ask, like, what's up with Naito?
So Naito is injured.
Isn't he just gone?
Leaving. Yeah. He was injured before he left. But Evil, though, doing good things.
I saw there was a report that came out that Tony Khan does not like Naito because he thinks he's lazy.
Naito or Evil?
I never saw. He did not like Evil.
2 separate ones I saw.
Yeah.
I'm a Watanabe guy through and through. I like Evil.
Takaki Watanabe, I saw him face Roddy Strong at a ROH house show
Yeah,
before.
hell yeah. I think I might have been at the same like series of shows.
Same loop.
The same loop, dude. Yeah, hell yeah. Go ahead. Anything else there? Okay.
You go ahead.
Mercedes Moné defeated Alex Windsor, Bozilla, and Fensafani.
What's the body?
Persephone.
Pensafani.
You said what's the body?
I said Pensafani.
Ain't no holla back, girl.
She ain't though. Although I will say Bozilla could slam me any day.
There you go.
Yeah.
She'll be in NXT soon, I'm sure.
Mercedes Moné. Mike, thoughts on this match?
A lot happened in this match. So it was entertaining because there's a lot of shit going on.
It was a lot
Everybody
of fun.
got their shit in.
Yeah, it was a 4-way match, and it was a lot of
I
fun.
thought it was a good
I
match.
thought Mercedes performed well. I thought Persephone really performed well, and I was impressed with her.
Persephone?
Bozilla, the thing, I think the funny thing about Bozilla is like the whole narrative, because really the only people tweeting about AEW pay-per-views for the most part are like they're just hyping up everything that's happening, and everybody's like, oh, she's amazing, she's amazing. I look at her, she's fucking 6 foot or whatever. I see the vision, I see the potential oozing, but these same people are saying how great she is will then go and say how Jade Cargill sucks and she's green. Bozilla had like 20 botches in this match. Like, let's be realistic.
Yeah, when
Like,
I said I
they-
liked her, it was more
Mercedes
of
tried to do a Poison Rana to her and she almost broke her neck. She's like so much bigger than the other girls and she was like struggling with the power spots. Like she was barely able to press up Mercedes. So she needs a lot of work, but I can see the potential that she could be with a lot of work.
Yeah, well,
She
I think
could be.
she's in Stardom right now.
She just started in Stardom, from my understanding. She's only been wrestling a couple years. She's only 21.
Yeah, so like I said,
Wow.
that's the perfect place to go, is go to Japan. I mean, how many of the ladies...
Well, let's
that
not
we-
like gas up the performance. It wasn't a very good performance, but she could be great one day.
Who's gassing
That's
it
all
up?
I'm saying about it.
Who's gassing it up, pal? Let me tell
I
you.
told
Let me
you.
tell you a little story about a guy named Primetime Brian Lee. Okay. How about 9-1?
The fake Undertaker?
How about 9-1-1? Let me tell you a little
Fake
bit about
Undertaker?
the power of a big guy doing one move. Protect him, and it becomes one
But
of
she
the
was
most
trying to do a
over
lot
thing.
of moves and not doing them. so great.
9-1-1 came to the ring and fucking choke slammed. That's all he did.
We
He
know
didn't
about
take any
9-1-1. We know
offense.
about
Come on.
it.
Did I ever tell you about 9-1-1?
Yes, many times.
Mercedes Moné, something about her though, she's growing on me,
Mhm.
kid.
All of a
And
sudden
I want to
you're
say
like,
this,
got
and
it.
I don't say this softly, or without knowing the
You're
repercussions.
saying it hard? With a
I'm
hard
saying it
one?
as hard as I can, hard R.
Okay.
Lance Storm,
No, do not say that.
Lance Storm is a cunt. Just shut your mouth about the titles, okay? Shut your
Lance
fucking
Storm's
mouth.
awesome.
Well, he was bitching about
Oh,
Mercedes Moné
yeah,
and
I
the
don't-
titles. He shut the fuck up. He sounded like such a bitch about that. Just shut up.
She just won another one, and I was like, good for you.
It's a gimmick, dude.
Yeah.
Do you think we cared about the Ultimate fucking Guerrero or what? What's the fucking name?
Ultimo
Dragon?
Dragon. not
Ultimo
Ultimo Guerrero, bud.
Dragon. Thank you. I said.
Lose this
I
over
almost
here.
said Ultimo Guerrero, brother. I'm losing my fucking
You
mind.
didn't almost say it. You basically said it.
I might be sick. I'm not sure.
I did like Lance Storm shitting on the fucking segment with MJF and like Mark Briscoe though. I don't know if you saw.
I
him
did
shit
see
on
that.
I didn't see
I
that,
saw
yeah.
that.
I didn't see what he said. He's stupid, honestly. Lance Storm, shut the fuck up. He's never been entertaining once except for in the ring.
Okay,
Zack
you definitely
Sabre-
used to like Lance Storm until this second. But okay.
Yeah, until last week.
Yeah, well, keep your mouth shut. I'll respect you, dude. Zack Sabre Jr. defeated Nigel McGuinness. Very fun match. Again, I think you're right, BJ, in the sense that never a question about who was going to win. But
Yeah.
definitely one of those. I love Nigel McGuinness. Always have loved Nigel McGuinness. Great to have him back. I feel like it's like his new lease on life. And the stuff with Zack
However-
Sabre Jr. This was good for what they were going for sure. If you don't like that, like, what was that, Mike? World of Sport?
Wild World of Sport, yeah.
Yeah. That's what, like, it's kind of like had vibes of that.
I will be
I thought-
honest with you here, Donnie. While a good match, I would have much preferred Nigel and Daniel Bryan just being on commentary together.
Yeah,
That would have
listen.
been good. No Tony Schiavone.
Nigel,
No Tony
Nigel
Schiavone,
on
no
Nigel on
Excalibur.
commentary is one of my favorite. I adore him on commentary.
Because Bryan was awesome on commentary. And I said this a while ago that they should have him on commentary. So hopefully they do this again moving forward.
Yeah.
But I want
He was
Bryan
he did
and Nigel
Cruiserweight Classic
together.
before. He was really good on that too.
He did Saturday Morning
Saturday,
Slam.
He did. Bozilla did a bear hug in the match. And I was like, okay, and he never said anything.
Well, that was the WWE thing.
Yeah, he's not
Yeah,
allowed to
might be
do
sad.
it. They told him, if you even think a bear hug,
Okay.
it's just him
But
sitting
then
there.
he said that about the yes chant, and then he just proceeded to do it.
Claudio,
Well, he learned his
Claudio
lesson.
teasing it with Tyson the whole time, and he's like, "This is unbearable. I can't bear to see it." He fucking locks. I think it's Justin Roberts. No.
No, it's not Justin Roberts.
Who's the main guy
It
talking?
was Matthews.
Oh yeah, Matthews from TNA, Josh Matthews. That's right. And he's like,
in AEW now, I think.
yeah, and he's literally just talking, and you just hear Daniel Bryan. He sees the bear hold go on that fucking, and he just starts screaming. It's just right
That's
over
amazing.
top of him. It's one of the best calls ever in the history of the world.
So
to be over.
Zack Sabre Jr. and Nigel McGuinness was probably the best just pure technical match. I did enjoy it, but who tried their really hardest to ruin this fucking match?
You just don't like Daniel Garcia.
He's awful.
Garcia.
You just don't like that dance,
Outside the
dude.
ring doing his dumb shit that made no sense,
God, I
hovering
love that
around, having to see his dumb face,
Wish
emotionless
he wasn't there.
bum.
Boom. That must be the Buffalo in him. Brodito defeated the Hurt Syndicate and FTR to win the tag team championships. At
One of
first,
the more surprising
yeah,
matches here.
yeah. Honestly, Brody King
Because
after
of how
Elsa.
botched it was, or because of who won?
Because of who won.
Oh, gotcha.
Well, I didn't.
The
Okay.
So you
ending
weren't
was
surprised by
awkward,
the
though.
match.
Yeah, the ending was definitely awkward, but I didn't think that was a botchy match. I just thought the ending was kind of weird.
Yeah, the end was. I'm
That's what he
saying
said.
the end was a complete botch.
Yeah, but I would say the match is. I like the match overall. I thought it was really good. And
Overall,
honestly,
the match was entertaining. I'm not saying it wasn't.
Brody King and Bandito, I really did not. This is one of those, Mike, where it's you're thrown together kind of things. But man, it's been really working, and they play off each other. It's got like a Kane and X-Pac, Kane and RVD kind of thing, because King's playing the big towering guy, and Bandito's fucking crazy as shit. So I'm digging this tag team actually. So I don't know where we're going with FTR, but say again.
Like, what else were they going to do with Brody King?
And
So I
Bandito
think
too,
this
because
is-
Bandito was kind of he got those
He's very
concussions
over
in a row. Yeah, and he had those like he got injured, then he had a concussion doing that like flip thing, and then it was like Bandito. There's nothing for them to do. They team up.
Remember when he won the
Brodito's
ROH
fun.
title?
He had, like, concussed himself in his return.
Yeah, like immediately.
Yep.
Remember when
You
he
hate that shit.
faced Jericho and Jericho beat him, but then like Bandito's family told the ref like, "Hey, he cheated," and the ref is like, "I'll take your word for it," and they restarted the match.
Are you saying
Yeah, now he's
Mexicans,
in
are you
tag
saying
team.
Mexicans lie?
No, I'm just saying that was dumb.
One on the record that he hates Mexicans.
We'll just be honest about the ending of this match though. Like, Bandito does a move off the ropes and like kind of fucks it up. He's kind of like Sabu in that way. He just fucks it up and then keeps going.
much like anything. It could go wrong at any minute. You're right.
And
like
then
that.
they do like this monkey flip move onto the guy, and then he like goes for a pin, and the ref starts counting, and then he just gets out of the pin. And like one of the FTR guys was about to like try to break it up, and then he's like kind of stuck in the middle, and then he goes back in the pin, and then the other FTR guy has to go back to pretending like he's breaking it up. It was the most awkward sequence.
Yeah,
I don't know what was going on
They
there.
definitely poo-pooed the very much end of it. But yes, good match, weird, very much weird ending, but happy ending for them at least. I like these guys. This team's fun.
Yeah.
Where they go with
Good
FTR,
moment.
I don't know. So,
Where they go
I
with
think
the Hurt
FTR
Syndicate?
is going to be facing Cope and
I hope
Christian
Bobby
all
Lashley
out.
goes to the singles division. I like Shelton Benjamin a lot, but I need Bobby Lashley against Adam Page like yesterday if possible.
I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's stay a tag team.
I hope not, honestly. Kazuchika Okada defeated Swerve. I like this match. I could have sworn I saw people shitting on it, and I don't
Why?
understand why.
Probably
Again,
because
I
they
have
saw
something to
Swerve
shit on.
completely no sell a drop kick.
It's a drop kick, man. He didn't land it flush.
He did.
Mm.
I watched it.
The post-match.
Yeah, I agree. The match itself was good. The angle makes no sense. So, Swerve loses, and then they do an injury angle where they pin his leg into the stairs and are hitting him because he needs to go get surgery, so he says. Not even coming close to hitting his knee, but with the chair,
No.
by the way. But
Very weird.
Thank God his knee's actually injured. Let's not hit it,
we'll
dude.
suspend our disbelief.
Yeah, please.
Then
thank you.
Wardlow shows up,
Yes.
Why?
and he starts like beating up security, and they're like, "There he is, Wardlow! It's Don Callis's insurance policy." And my thought is like, what's the point of him coming out after like Swerve lost? Why is he coming out now after the fact?
So I
Why
admittedly
you
watched.
doing a big reveal of the insurance policy who did nothing?
I
It made no sense.
real quick.
And then he didn't even like attack Swerve. He was attacking security.
No,
So
just security.
when I first watched this on mute, because I'm working when I'm watching most of these, I go back and watch them with the audio on. I had to go back because I was like, oh, Wardlow's here to save Swerve. And then the swerve is he's with Don Callis, right? Then I was like, okay. Then he walked away with Don Callis. I was like, man, that's okay. So let me go back and listen to this. Yeah, I was very confused. So
Why was that the introduction to this? It makes no sense.
Either
I like him
Wardlow
going
should
with
have
him.
either Wardlow should have interfered
And-
during the match as the insurance policy, or like after the match he should have been the one that fucked up Swerve, right?
Yeah,
One of those.
One of the
Right.
two, yeah.
And you already had a return with Jamie Hayter. You didn't need this on the show.
I'll tell you what. One thing I don't agree with Tony about is he stacks shit like that.
Yeah.
I
mean,
don't
it's-
like that. It started all the way back with Adam fucking.
Adam
Adam
Cole
Cole
and
and
D-Bry,
Cole
one
and
after
Bryan.
another.
Yeah,
that
it's
was.
like-
I mean, that was so monumental, though.
Right.
I'm okay with that because it was. I mean, you kind of shit on one like Adam Cole's
You sure did.
debut,
You
but
sure did.
but
Adam
it
Cole's
was,
whole run has been shit on for.
Well,
years.
he's
That is true.
apparently he's got major issues from the
Yeah.
ankle to
But-
the head. Can't predict.
But that was such a that was like beyond holy shit. You had two, like you'll never see that
I
again.
get it, but
This made there was no need for this here. And in the way they did it, it didn't even make sense. Like you could have saved this.
I like Jamie Hayter.
And now
too.
the Don Callis family has
Jamie
75
Hayter thing,
members, like
definitely.
it's NWO Hollywood.
Hey, listen,
Donnie,
for
where-
life.
Donnie, where would you rank all time the Don Callis family stable?
Actually, I'm
You
gonna
just
tell-
give me like a roundabout, like a ballpark
No.
number.
Well, here's the thing. You might look to Mike for roundabout or ballpark. I, as you know, my
big
entire office is covered with
You have a stable?
whiteboards. With whiteboards, with top lists. I'm going to go
Yes.
over here. I'm taking the microphone. I'm walking over here to the stable list. It's over here by my television. I'm looking
Thank
down
you.
here. 14th.
That's way too high, first of all. Second of
First
all,
off, it's not.
Well,
It's-
what
and-
about
and, hey,
not even nearly as high as what Melt has it.
I have it as 14th, and next to it, a little tiny green arrow, which means heading up.
Going up.
Going up.
Melt's had it as one of the best ever.
I mean, I do too. It's 14th.
He was suggesting like it's in the conversation as the best heel stable of all time.
Talent-wise, I would agree.
The Shield, Four Horsemen, DX, NWO,
Well, I don't have DX.
Don Callis family,
DX
baby. You gotta
is-
put him right in there.
DX is 61.
Not
That's
69.
dumb. It's very dumb.
They would never get 69. 69 is actually TNA.
What?
Tess and Albert.
Listen out.
Oh, that's not really that's stretching it to call that a
Shut your
stable.
mouth. I have this here. It's my fucking board. You can't tell me how to
That
live.
is not a
No.
stable. That's actually
This
just a
is part
tag
of it.
team with the manager.
I'm sorry. That's what a stable is.
We're going to X Factor.
X Factor is 41.
Looking at the X Factor.
I love
41.
that.
41. All right. Timeless Tony Storm
Yeah.
defeated Athena. This was a very good match.
Can I
Go, please.
tell you my problem?
Sure.
My problem is people having a problem that she won.
Yeah, this
I
is...
didn't think there was
They're
any
like,
chance of
who-
Athena winning going into this.
Right. They're like, who is ever going to beat her? They have no challengers anymore. Like, this is
Probably
like a
Mercedes
Roman Reigns.
is going to beat
like,
her
what?
eventually.
No, I disagree.
Even
With, I
so,
disagree
I'm like,
with the
she-
Mercedes, but I think that Athena wasn't ever going to be the one to beat her here.
Right. What the
Athena,
fuck?
here's the
I
thing.
understand
Athena's
why
been
people think
running Ring of Honor and had this huge long reign, and
Mm-hmm.
she's still Ring of Honor champion, Mike.
Yes.
So what
For
did
like
she
900 days.
But where did she lose if she by losing this match? So you know what I mean? Like, it's,
But here's my
it's
thing with
nothing.
it. I think that it was dumb to have her win the title match and then cash in right away and lose.
Well,
Like I'm fine with her losing,
She
but
didn't
you
cash
should
it
just
right
had her
away.
like
She won last
keep
pay-per-view.
it for a long time and build up momentum.
I think that she won it and then cashed it in for a title shot. That's what you do with them.
that's dumb.
I don't. There you go. There's our analysis. Crack analysis. Deal with it, motherfuckers.
But
yeah,
I don't think there was ever any chance of Athena winning, and I don't necessarily think she should have won. So
No, but the match is really
this was my
fucking
match of the
good.
night.
Yeah,
This is my match of the night as well.
It was my match of the night because
I'll take that back. Not my match of the night. Second favorite match.
They were
of the night.
selling. The ending sequence with like Billy Starks was a little bit clunky, but I think it was good.
I
enough.
agree.
I like
that
Billy
was
Starks
necessary.
too. Well, Billy Starks has kind of been Athena's like go-to. She beat her into submission. There was a whole storyline with that too.
Well, I understand what she is, but it wasn't a very.
I like this match. I don't know where
think that
they
was
go with
needed.
Tony Storm now.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I will say this. I know you often do not trust Tony Khan. When it comes to Tony Storm, the booking has been fucking really good. So I'm just going to kind of sit back
his
and
booking
hope.
is just win all
I
the
think that-
matches.
That's
thing
not
with
true.
that
No,
was
there's
she
actual
doesn't-
story with Tony. She does win all the matches because she's the most dominant champion. And honestly, the face of AEW right now, the biggest star
And I
they
also
have.
don't think Tony's really the one that books her. I think it's been said RJ City's kind of almost in charge of booking her,
Good. I love
which could
her.
explain why it's better
It's so
than
good.
other
Well,
people.
listen, if you like AEW, you know RJ City's the fucking man.
I've always liked RJ City. I saw him wrestle at ESW back in the day before I knew anything about
I
him.
saw him wrestle quite a few times and always hated him as a wrestler. But that was the gimmick.
To me, I don't know if it matters like where you go with Tony Storm opponent wise, because all she needs to do is have airtime.
Yep.
It's gonna be entertaining.
Right.
Well,
She
honestly,
the character is so deranged and all over the place anyway that it doesn't really matter if there's context or what, because it's just
she'll
gonna be
make it.
Like it's just like
She'll create
what are you gonna
something
do?
out of
What are you going to do that's going to wow us today that you'll say?
You know
or
what it
do,
reminds me of?
And every time that's going to be entertaining. So
This
until they figure out who really should be like the main challenger, it's perfectly fine.
This is a reference Michael understands. Remember how Honky Tonk Man always talked about working Hogan? It was who had the honor of getting to work Hogan? Like
He
that's
loved it because he made money.
yeah. Well, that kind of how it feels with fucking Tony Storm right now. Like she's top dog. Everyone knows she's top dog. Who gets the honor of working Tony? Like it doesn't matter because you know it's a big payday. You know it's the big deal, and honestly, she will make it work every time. So it doesn't matter who she's working with. So yeah, I'm really excited to see. I would like Megan Bain. I would like you to build up Megan Bain over the next little bit and then have her. Because even if she loses, that's fine. But
They
her
already had her beat Megan Bain though.
yeah, I know, but I'd like to go back to with Penelope Ford because they've been together a lot and doing well. So I'd like to see that because I like Megan Bain a lot. I don't think she's the one to beat her yet, but if she's going to win, you might as well put her against someone who needs some airtime, and I think that works.
I think they should figure out something to do with Willow and Chris Statlander. I'll tell you that much.
I agree with that. Especially Willow. The problem is Willow's a face and Timeless Tony Storm. Time. That's a problem. She's faced. Give her a secondary storyline better than the one she's been given. She was fun with the Death Riders and fighting Marina Shafir and John Moxley, but I got to get me some storyline there. You're right about that. Hangman Adam Page and MJF. This was my match of the night.
Oh brother.
Are you serious?
100%. Why? You don't like it? What's the problem?
Donnie, can I ask you something?
Sure. I would love to hear your problem with this match.
You know damn well what the problem with this match is. For much of the match, it actually was an entertaining match. I love MJF as an in-ring worker. He doesn't get enough credit, I feel like, even still to this day, for being a great in-ring performer.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes a finish is so fucking bad that it ruins a match. That's what happened here. Tony was on some shit booking this card because there was probably 5 horrible finishes. I don't know what the fuck he was doing booking some of the shit. And this was the worst of them all. No question about it.
Disagree.
This was fucking pathetic. Fucking pathetic. We have MJF covers Hangman and Bryce Remsburg, who's probably the worst referee to ever do it, or close to it. He's up there with Aubrey,
hold on a minute. Chikara, I'm not slandering you, you piece of shit. He's a Chikara legend. Bryce Remsburg.
He sucks ass if
he
you're
doesn't
a
suck. He's
sorry.
awesome.
He's horrible.
He's
Sorry.
awesome.
Anyways, he's fucked up. But he goes and he counts anyways. Counts the 1, counts the 2. turns his head completely away. There's no chance he could see the shoulders. There's no chance he could see the foot on the rope. Hangman puts his foot on the rope while Bryce Remsburg's head is turned completely away. Counts to 3. Then he passes out immediately after. And we're sat there for a couple minutes having no clue what the fuck happened. We just saw him count to 3. So the match is over. MJF's the world champion. Then he snaps out of his coma a couple minutes later and is like, no, his foot was on the rope. Bitch, you did not see his foot on the rope at all.
He saw it.
There's no way you possibly
This is called
could
a
have.
dusty finish, and you never would have
this is
survived.
very
You
dusty
never
finish
would have
of all time.
survived the 1980s.
Ass.
You never
No,
would have survived the
nothing
1980s.
Dusty could conceive could be this bad. This is
Dusty
one of the
would
worst
have.
finishes.
Dusty would have loved this
Probably
finish,
one of the
dude.
worst finishes in the history of professional wrestling.
Very stupid, BJ.
Finish took me out of the match.
BJ,
How
one second.
How could it not?
BJ,
How could it not?
the match itself before the
It was-
finish, very good.
It's a good match.
Very good match.
I mean, we've seen them have a similar match, and it was good.
Dusty,
So,
and then you don't like Dusty finishes, is what I'm learning.
No, that's not what we're doing.
That's what I'm hearing.
Don't
That's
say-
not.
don't say
You.
Dusty
No. You're right. You're right.
Don't say
I-
a dumb as fuck finish.
No. Here's the thing. I think I
referee is
addressed it
fucking
wrong.
horrible.
It's
The
not
referee
like
became the story of the match.
it's you don't understand. You're not educated enough to understand
Oh,
Dusty
got it.
finishes.
That's not it.
That's what
I
it is.
think
That's okay.
mhm,
That's
right.
okay. Dumb as always.
I love when the referee counts to 3, passes out, doesn't call for the bell or anything like that, wakes up and feels like,
He got
That's
Ajad
pretty-
right in the middle.
Don't
And
forget the part that his head was totally turned the other way and he didn't see any of it.
You're
Yeah,
just
of
making
course.
shit up, dude. I don't even have photographic
It
evidence.
literally
proving
happened
that.
on TV.
I didn't
Mhm.
see it. And then when we turn the lights out, the main event's over. The chaos of the main
What was
event.
the point of this match?
Adam Page wins.
No, I'm the main event.
Oh, well, this is because it's a blood feud. This is because you had Darby Allin literally try to
Okay.
kill Jon Moxley. So it's been a blood feud. This has turned into an absolute blood feud. Also, a good way to write off Will Ospreay. Golden Lovers reunite. They get Darby Allin. They get the ghost of Roshi Tanahashi and Will Ospreay and his broken neck against Claudio, Jon Moxley, the Young Bucks, and Gabe Kidd. I like Gabe Kidd a lot. Do you like Gabe Kidd? I like him a lot.
No, not really at all, actually.
I like him a lot. If he went to WWE, you'd be up his dick, but that's fine.
Guys, did you see when the Young Bucks were supposed to have thumbtacks and they were gummy bears? That was so funny and cute.
That was
I
horrible.
loved it. It was so
I
funny.
love what the Young Bucks are doing right now. I know you obviously
It's
do not.
it's so played out already. Let's move on.
How's it played out? It's
Because
like
it's played out. They've
it's
been
like
doing
3
this shit
weeks of it,
since
dude.
the last pay-per-view, and it's
4
lame
weeks
as
of
fuck. Yeah.
Dude, you have no patience,
Young
and
Bucks are
honestly, you just
I have
don't
no
understand
patience for the Young
wrestling.
Bucks. They're-
You
they suck.
know about as much about wrestling as Aja Rampage Jackson's kid. You legit don't know shit, but I would be the
Good
one
one.
jacking you the fuck up.
I know more than you could ever hope to know, which you know, but
That's not true, bud. That's
It
not
is.
true. You remember dumb shit facts better, but I know the business better.
so I know better. Got it.
Yeah. You
Thanks
can
for
tell me
admitting.
how many. You can tell me fucking John Cena's middle name, dude. But you don't know how to
Felix Anthony.
make
brother.
$1 in this business.
Neither would you.
We aren't.
I'm just.
We aren't. We're living.
We
proof.
have 100% made $1. I made $1 from fucking YouTube. Just one though.
I didn't say anything from that.
Yes. So this match was Chaos AF,
Third?
and
When you can have a worse version of Anarchy in the Arena inside a short cage, you gotta do it.
I can see right over the top of it. It was wonderful. You know what I mean? It was like
It was such a short.
Why wasn't
cage.
it blood and guts?
It was more of a
They should
chain.
have just
It was
done
more
blood
like a
and guts,
chain link
absolutely.
fence. You know the chain link fence you have in neighborhoods. It's
they
like
had to
hip high.
sell out the arena.
So you pet the dog that jumps up on top of it when he comes by and shit like that. That's what they were fighting in.
It was such a short cage, yet none of the baby faces could climb it to go save Will Ospreay from death. at the
Ibushi
end.
had to run into it.
Yeah,
That was insane.
I thought this was a
That
super
was so
fun.
stupid.
This is a super fun match. I'm glad to see these guys back. It was great to see Ibushi back.
Ugh.
Great to see Darby Allin back. Tanahashi, ooh, those knees are
They're
looking
so
rough.
obsessed with like these fucking multi-man matches. It's like we literally just saw not long ago at all Anarchy in the Arena, which was far superior to this.
I would say I would agree
And
that
it was
was
so
better
many of
than
the
this
same
match.
players.
But this was
were in
really
that match, too.
but this match was really good too. If that one was 9
Yeah.
stars, I give this one like 8. 8.25.
8
8.25.
stars.
8.25 out of 10.
8.25?
Well, no, actually, technically, it's 8.25 out of 5.
I give it 3.
Right, I was gonna say.
But yeah. Well, hey, Dave broke the scale, so what the fuck? Now we can just do whatever the
Scales
fuck we
is
want.
crazy.
It was always a 5-star scale, and he ruined his own gimmick. That shit is so wild to me.
Darby getting his fucking ear sliced open on the ladder was crazy. Then they did the fork spot.
The dude is a maniac. Can someone
Bruce.
just...
This
dude is
so he's
gonna
able
die
to
in the ring.
climb Mount Everest.
He already did.
But he could barely climb the cage.
Well, here's the thing. Yo, did you hear him talking about Mount Everest?
No.
We need more regulations about Mount Everest. He's like, you're just walking up there, and he's like, there's dead bodies, like, on either side of the path
Oh,
and
that's
shit.
been known.
I know, no shit,
Right.
obviously, but I'm just saying, like,
Welcome to Mount Everest.
can you clean them up or something? like,
No,
like,
you have
it's,
to know what you're getting into.
it's really,
That's
it's
the
a
thing, like,
warning.
you still want to go
We
up?
were going to buy a sign, but we thought the dead bodies would be good enough, okay? And they're cold as shit up here, so they don't even rot away. It's like, that's Fred. He looks the same as he did. He's been there for 21 years. It's just
my
such a
favorite moment
wild
of,
concept, dude.
My favorite moment of the whole night probably is the spot with Darby and Gabe Kidd going from the top through the 4 tables.
Yeah.
Even though Gabe Kidd fucking landed right on his
Totally
fucking
missed
back on the outside. Yeah, I felt bad for him.
Yeah, Gabe
My
Kidd
favorite
took a
was
fall.
giving No Knees Tanahashi the rub at the end, where it took him an hour to get to the top and get steadied, but it was nice. That should be his last high fly flow for life.
I think it is, man. The way he landed and looked at his legs,
He
like,
has
why
one more.
don't
He has
you
one
work?
more right on.
Yeah, he definitely is. Dude, let me tell you something. He's gonna do way too many comebacks. This is how it works. If I learn one thing from Great Muta, it's hard to say goodbye. He was in Full Gear with Sting and using a push roller cart thing to get around, and it's like, holy shit, he's still gonna do this mist, and he's still gonna try to do a flip. I can tell. So yeah, I gave match moment overall grade, Mike.
Favorite match was Tony and Athena. Favorite moment was like the Make-A-Wish Tanahashi high fly flow. It's like
Let
when
him
they let the
score a
little
touchdown
kid
at the
run
end.
through the
Hell yeah.
little kid who's ill run through the defense
Yeah.
for like a 99-yard touchdown
Fuck
run.
yeah, dude. Everybody's fake tackling him. You know what I mean? Bouncing off the kid and shit.
That's what this was.
Yo, if I gotta tell
I
you
loved
what,
it.
there's always been a part of me that always roots for like a Dawkins level, Sheldon Brown on Reggie Bush kind of fucking hit, dude. Be like, we let him go 99, then we put him in the dirt first.
Make-A-Wish high fly flow was my favorite moment.
That would be
Great.
Roger Jackson.
I'll give it like a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, it's way better than fucking you usually give, which means it's really like 10 out of 10. BJ.
It certainly wasn't. It was a 7 at the best.
Okay, cool.
Mhm.
It was the best. You're right. Loop that?
Is that what I said? So you can't loop it.
No, it's like a 6.5.
I turn around and
Sorry.
say that to a producer that's not here, Mike. I'm looking to like
It's
behind the
good.
glass,
They're
like
not.
like it's a morning show that just like behind the glass, like loop that. Thanks, bro. Turn the volume up a little bit on this. I think people think we have a producer. It's just me yelling at the window. What was the score you gave it?
7.
No, him.
Yeah, I think it's a 6.5, 7 out of 10
That's
range.
stupid. Okay.
So,
well,
yeah,
He's
seven.
giving it a 6.75.
I heard like
Um,
3 numbers, dude. That shit's wild.
I think Simmons did not enjoy.
Yeah.
I think the opener was my favorite. It was good to see Edge and Christian back.
She's pissed, dude.
I don't know. Yes, there's people outside yelling.
Lock the door. You're gonna get raped and murdered. It's
No,
New York
that's
City,
fine.
dude.
I'm good.
I don't think so, buddy. I see people run into
Yeah.
apartments chasing people down and shit.
The main event,
Like, that's why I don't leave.
I really hope the main event was going to be better. But
Well,
why should I have expected that?
Yeah.
which main event? The
That's on
lights
you.
out main event or the extra main event?
The extra main event.
Good. So I think I will
thought
say this.
D-Fry would come
One
out.
thing we didn't talk about was I did go back and found the pre-show match, which was the ladies multi-person match. That was very fun. A lot of people I liked in it. That was Willow. That's Chris Statlander. That's Sky Blue. That's Tekla. And Megan Bain as well. That was a
No
very,
Japanese representation of that at all. Forbidden Door.
well, Tekla is
No,
from
Patricia.
Stardom.
Okay, but not anymore.
Well, guess what, dude? It's close enough, dude.
No, it's not.
Fuck, it is. It's
Not.
close enough. I'm gonna say my favorite match of the night was the main event. My moment of the night was the
Which one is
Dusty
that?
finish, classic Dusty finish.
Stop.
And then I will say that I gave it a 14 out of 10. I was going to give it a 12 out of 10, but
That's
since
stupid.
you convinced me so much that you can't that I'm so much further above you when it comes to knowledge about wrestling because of this Dusty finish, it makes it so clear
You're
to me.
talking like. You're
So,
talking
I'm
like
gonna say
Belfast.
14
14
out
out
of
of
10
10 compared
What's
to other AEW pay-per-views is so stupid.
No, well, they usually get like 17s and 20s and stuff like that, but this
No.
is a 14.
You were given like 10s.
Yeah, before, but the scale got broke, bro.
Oh, okay.
I wish your neck was broke.
It kind of is.
It's not
Really
true.
fucked up.
From what?
Give us money.
From what? From
From
what?
life.
Yeah,
From
right,
life.
dude. Okay, let's talk about Heat Wave. I only watched 3 matches.
Which matches did you watch?
The main event with
Yeah,
Obafemi.
that was good.
I
Match
watched.
of the weekend.
Yeah, it was absolutely the match of the weekend.
I
Not even a
watched.
question.
No, it's not. I watched the Knockouts Championship match, and
Okay.
I watched
Pretty good.
the Lola
Watched the opener?
Vice match.
Yeah, that was a good match.
Should have watched Blake Monroe
it-
versus
it-
Jordan Grace because that was a really good match.
I didn't have a chance to watch it yet. I was going basically.
Mhm.
I was going based on. I was using the George scale to figure out what I watched
Yeah,
on this one.
I figured you were. Yep.
Because that's how I treat NXT. I'm like, he's got. I want to say, listen. Shawn
Mhm.
Michaels is a piece of shit. Used God as a shield to protect himself from the rightful criticism of killing Chris Candido.
Mhm.
All these things are true. 100%.
No, they're not.
Gold plated. Truth.
Mm.
Take him to the bank. They're locks, right?
Mm-mm.
But he knows how to pick them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it definitely does.
Aretha Franklin.
What a talent! What a
Ari?
talent recruiter! He's incredible.
Aretha Franklin would spell
Mhm.
RESPECT all over my screen if she
Yeah.
knew me. So, Mike, just give me a quick recap, and then we'll do match by moment overall grade. I'm not doing match by match of this shit.
Thought it was a really solid show overall. Definitely Obafemi versus Javon Evans was the match of the night, and I think it was the match of the weekend. And I would suggest anybody who didn't watch should at least watch that match because I think
100%
they're gonna,
agreed. And listen,
Yeah.
we do the yucks up here. We're making the jokes. You know, it's a comedy podcast. We make ha-has. The truth is, good wrestling. I would honestly argue that this is, of the NXT stuff I've seen lately, this, from an in-ring perspective, can't tell you about stories, don't follow them. From an in-ring perspective, the stuff that I saw was pretty damn good.
I think of the ones that you saw, that is 100% true about NXT lately.
Obafemi is gonna be the fucking guy in the not too distant future. He is incapable of having a bad match. I think Javon
Hank
Evans,
and Tank was on this card. I didn't watch that match, dude.
yeah, I
No,
think
you're
fucking
lucky.
lost,
Damn
thankfully.
it.
The
You're
tag
lucky.
team division's been in dire straits since Fraxing got called up.
Hank and
Yeah.
Tank, brother. Hank, how are they doing on the main roster?
Fraxing?
I was about to say, they had
They
the
just had a CLC match.
and
It was incredible.
Yeah.
haven't seen since.
Yeah, when was that? That was like, what, 3-4 weeks ago?
They did have a match since then. They faced The Miz and they faced Mello Don't Miz.
And they,
Oh,
Because they're
they
awesome.
lost.
They're awesome.
Oh, I hate that.
No,
Yeah,
no,
I
they
hate it
won.
so much. I actually am
I
going to
love
write
it.
an article that goes
Fucking
live on
love it.
Thursday saying how he's got to break away from that albatross.
Well, that's what they're building up to, obviously. But anyways, Obafemi is going to be the fucking man. Javon Evans like the perfect opponent for him because they're just polar opposites, but they just work so well together. And then that was clear
table
the
spot
match.
was awesome.
That was my moment of the night. He basically from the
Yeah.
middle of the fucking ring through the guy through the announce table. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
It's crazy, right on. I mean, on the money.
It was perfect. It was unbelievable. But Blake Monroe and Jordan
I
Grace
feel
was
like
also
the
a great
main event
match.
could have used some culture. I don't know what it was.
Culture.
Well, don't speak. Blake, you're not invited to the cookout.
Is that another
that all
Gwen
the fans
Stefani?
have
Is
at
that another
NXT,
Gwen
you know?
Stefani reference we're making? Don't speak. Let's go, dude. Well, that's all we're doing today is Gwen Stefani references.
Blake Monroe and Jordan Grace was really good. People have shit on the build to the match, and admittedly it was not that great, but I think the match itself was really good. I like the finish with the stomp onto the exposed turnbuckle. But yeah, I think by and large the card was really solid from in-ring. Those were the two matches I think were the best. I'd give it, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. Didn't get the spotlight, but
yeah,
still
brother, watch out, your bias is showing.
didn't even have to hardly try, and it was just as good as Forbidden Door.
Cool,
Forbidden
BJ.
Snore is what I like
Cool,
to call it.
BJ.
I would definitely recommend someone also watches the opener, which I think is one of the better matches
Yeah, it's a good match.
of the month.
The
I
match
enjoyed
was
Triple
fine.
Threat.
It's just a lot of
No,
respect.
I
that's
enjoyed it.
all.
There's a lot of respect in the match. I like the ending. Good ending. Cool that Lola Vice is getting the push. I'm sure it's because of Damian Priest. Femi and Javon Evans, fucking awesome.
Wow, you saying she's fucking right to the top?
I mean, why not?
Kalani Jordan's awesome.
Kalani Jordan is great. Femi and Javon Evans, though, my favorite match of the weekend, and definitely highly recommend someone watches that. I mean, overall, I enjoyed watching the show more than I did AEW because AEW is so fucking
Would
long.
you have called it Forbidden Snore?
It's just so fucking
Only
long.
people on your dumb shit timeline would do that because it's all
I
people
created
you
it, so
surround
nobody on my timeline is
Sure.
saying it.
I saw it.
created it.
I saw it
Created
hashtagged so by all the 3
people
accounts
were
you have.
trending it was all 3 accounts.
I have one account.
Mike Durant
You
over
legit
here.
have 3 accounts, so.
I know.
I mean,
I
it's
quit
definitely not
everything.
one of the
Only that's
better-
ring rust, baby, and I hide behind it.
It's definitely not one of the better NXT shows because
No.
you do have Hank and Tank on it. Dark State isn't that
You
good.
shut your fucking mouth.
Did you like Dana
The mix-
Brooke winning the title?
That actually was very surprising because I thought this was all leading up to like Trick and JC Jane going to Bound for Glory, and that's where everything would like kind of go down with this.
Yeah.
So I was absolutely stunned by that. That was probably the most surprising finish of the whole weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I don't like
stupid.
that decision.
Yeah, it
I
was
thought it was a
stupid.
very bad decision to do that.
How was Blake Monroe and Jordan Grace? Good?
Very good.
It's a good match.
Yeah, I didn't hear any.
I don't know.
I didn't hear a word about
I
it
think-
till right now.
I think Jordan Grace. I don't know.
Say
I
it.
expected more.
Say it.
I expected more when she came to NXT.
Big Papa Pump.
She
ain't.
She's been awesome. She hasn't been champion.
Listen,
honestly.
from an in-ring perspective, it's pretty mid, and her promos ain't good.
Wait.
The promo was not good.
Are you saying Jordan Grace is pretty mid in the ring?
Yeah, she's pretty mid in the ring. She's
That's
got power.
beyond
She's got
fucking
power
stupid.
spots and shit, but it's not good storytelling.
Dude, that's beyond fucking stupid. It's not even
sorry that the truth hurts you and you can't handle it.
You absolutely fucking head over heels loved Jordan Grace before and said she was the greatest thing.
No.
Now
I said
she's
she
mid
had
in
a
the
ton
ring.
of promise and the best thing
Now
in
she's
TNA
mid
for
in the
sure.
ring.
No,
Okay.
compared to a lot of the women in NXT, she's not as good as them. Sorry,
She
buddy.
absolutely is. She's better than almost all of them in the
I
ring.
disagree. I don't think
100%.
I don't think she's better than any of the women in the opening match that I saw. Nor
You
do
don't
I think
she's a better worker than Jada Parker and Lola Vice?
No.
That's stupid.
Okay. Clash.
And I like
Cool,
Jada
cool.
Parker and Lola
Cool,
Vice.
cool,
and
cool.
that's
It doesn't seem like it. It seems like you hate them.
Wow.
Get on the record
Oh,
now.
yeah.
Loop that. He hates them.
The Ethan Page and Chelsea Green thing has been pretty fun.
the Canadians.
Yeah.
It's pretty entertaining.
Yeah,
It's
get Lance Storm. They can all suck together. Clash in
Ethan Page has been
Paris.
very good lately.
Clash in Paris is on August 31st. I'll be at the cabin. I'm very excited. Are you guys getting away for Labor Day?
No, we don't watch Clash in Paris.
Good. John Cena versus Logan Paul, which, okay.
Promo was good on Friday.
I thought it was going to be Brock. What are we doing here?
Promo was
No,
very
that's
good.
a
No, Brock's
WrestlePalooza.
WrestlePalooza, brother.
That seems stupid to just waste
the
Logan
counter
Paul here.
program,
Do
yeah.
something better than Logan Paul. What are we doing?
I don't understand. I don't agree with being a waste. They had the history.
I got
months
it.
ago.
Cool. I don't give a shit.
It's
so you
it's
can shave
been
it.
the build up to it's been really good. Logan
not
Paul
true.
has
It's
been
not true.
cutting good promos.
Yeah, John Cena was great.
You guys are fucking
Mhm.
stupid. I like
Really?
you as people. Like you
Where's-
stayed in my
do
home.
you?
You're nice
I
people.
don't think you do.
I don't
Um,
think you like it.
You're shoot fucking stupid, and I don't like your opinions
You
hardly
didn't
ever.
even see the segment.
I
can
did see the
100%
segment,
guarantee
and I
you
don't
didn't watch
like
the promo
Logan
segment.
Paul, dude. I think you.
Okay,
you
that's
like
fine.
You
You're
blow
supposed
up
to.
these promos like they're really good, dude. He sucks ass. Like
You
fuck
you
you.
don't
John
watch
Cena?
the promos, and all you've done is from day one you said you hate him, and that's fine. But you don't adjust your opinion with what you see, which shows that you're not willing to learn and to admit your mistakes.
Wow.
First off, not a mistake. I don't like him
You
still.
don't
It is a
learn.
mistake. It's a
No,
mistake
he
to not
doesn't
admit
learn.
that he's been very good.
What if I
That's
can't,
wrong.
BJ?
John Cena.
Seth Rollins, CM Punk, Jey Uso, LA Knight.
Hold on.
Why are you doing this? We're supposed to be picking the matches. You didn't ask any.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry. I thought we were just.
D'Lo. What the fuck?
Sorry.
This
Okay,
is why our
guys,
podcast
hold on.
Doesn't get $2.
If Wiki can get 3, we can get 3. Guys, get your D'Lo Brown heads up. Let's treat this
Here we
like
go.
Stone Cold's neck
Crack
and
your
let's shake
sternum,
it
right?
out.
Come on, do your whole shtick.
Crack your sternum. Crack your back. I don't want to. Now you killed my momentum. Now you killed my whole vibe. I couldn't get soft.
It's you. It was your own fault.
I'm going to go take a wrestling blue chew, and I'll be back for the second half of the show.
Yeah, you should.
Don't come back.
So who you got? How's it going to shake out?
Who you got? How's it shake out? John Cena.
This is one of John Cena's final matches. He even told us we want to see him against AJ Styles. We're going against Logan Paul.
Yep, John. Can I tell you something? Out of all the things
Please.
I've heard, dumb shit John Cena say on this last retirement run, he went on Jimmy Fallon. Mike Chiari. I read this great article by a real fruit named Mike Chiari on Bleacher Report. Right? Like a strawberry.
Is it the 90s?
Right, and he
because I'm sweet?
Because you're sweet, that's it. Because you're sweet and tasty, a little red around the edges too.
Nice.
So it was John Cena telling Jimmy Fallon that he has no say over his fucking career, his retirement run.
I was writing that article, like what he said, thinking to myself, he is such a fucking liar.
Yo, it is why, because like literally 2 weeks prior, Triple H is out here saying, "Yeah, John's picking his opponents and shit." Like
they contradicted each other so bad.
it is so wild, dude. So great job
No
on that
one wants to
article,
be
bad
responsible
job
for
by
bringing
John
Brock
Cena.
down.
So I'm gonna pick John Cena winning here.
Does Brock show up in Paris?
No. Oh, maybe.
I could
You
see
get
him
a little
showing
free
up
trip to
after.
Paris?
Sure, yeah.
Oh, taking Sable? You know he's taking Sable. I take it back.
Hey, let's
I
go.
take it back. Logan Paul wins because fucking Brock Lesnar kills John Cena.
No, I don't think Logan Paul wins. I think Cena wins, and Brock maybe fucks him up afterwards. Because we got a mention of Brock on SmackDown, like, at the end, where all this came up to. He was like, all right, John, I talked to Brock Lesnar, and then Logan Paul just showed up and punched the fuck out of John Cena's face.
Yep.
Good. Did I mention it was a really good promo segment on SmackDown, and the build-up to this has been good? But yeah, I think it's going to be a good match, as pretty much all Logan Paul matches have been, just even though some people don't want to admit it. I think Cena wins, and I will say that Brock shows up afterwards. And
There's a
fucks
woman
him up.
walking by my house right now with a big old limp, right? If you keep talking like this, it's going to be you, buddy. They're going to need some fucking, you're going to need extended soles in
Now,
your shoes.
I don't know if it was real or not.
I swear to God, there's a little old woman limping down my fucking road. The fuck off my property, bitch. Come on, BJ, did you pick?
Yeah, I think Cena wins in Paris. And I do think Brock shows up. You know, get a little free trip with Sable to Paris.
And his daughter.
Why?
His daughter's
That's
out
romantic.
Here. Daughter's out here thirsting, dude.
Yeah,
it's wild, dude.
Yeah, take the boyfriend.
Gotta take the boyfriend.
Her boyfriend plays for the 49ers. I don't know if he made the team or not.
Can you imagine?
Right.
What's his name?
Drew Moss.
Drew Moss. Definitely a white guy.
He's
Holy
an offensive lineman.
shit.
Yes.
That is a white name. That is the whitest name I've ever heard in my life, dude. Okay.
He made the team. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah,
Drew
dude.
Moss. Good job, buddy.
Hey, that's more than Dad ever did. Shit. He can take it.
I do think Brock probably would have made it into the NFL if he would have stuck with it, because he had a really good preseason.
Oh, yeah.
Before he got
Listen,
cut.
the Vikings, hey, he was 69, too. Have you
Yeah,
seen
he
the guy online?
hadn't played football in many years, and he had a productive preseason.
Have you seen the guy who turned his
he was in
career into,
Madden.
like, Madden?
Yep. he
And,
was.
like, made it, he's a wide receiver who scores, like, 6 touchdowns a game? It's incredible.
When he was in Madden, I would always do fantasy draft anyway, but I would draft him. Yeah.
Yep, you have to.
Yeah, of course, dude. My starting star defensive tackle. What are we talking about?
Hell yeah.
Seth Rollins, CM Punk, Jey Uso, LA Knight for the World Heavyweight Championship. Seems like
Pretty
a
stacked.
title defense successful. House Show
Right.
City, dude. Here we go.
It's
Should
all
be a really
about,
good match.
Does he pin Jay or LA Knight?
Oh, he's gonna
I
pin
think he pins-
Jay.
I think he pins Jay.
Yeah,
How
LA.
many-
We're protecting LA Knight, rightfully so.
How many minutes before Braun Breaker enters the match?
12.
12 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
I'll go over.
15.
Well, because this is. Oh, well, isn't this? Are these usually shorter, or is that my thing in the NBC stuff?
What do you mean, the pay-per-view?
Oh, no, this is going to be like 2.5 hours. 3
Okay.
hours.
Yeah,
okay,
2.5
yeah.
hours.
Yeah, 15 is good. Well, you know what? Now they've been having some long ass matches, and if they're not going to add
That's what I was
anything,
going to say. I think it's gonna be
27
over.
minutes, dude.
Yeah, this will be a long
Yeah.
match,
Yeah.
and I
This
think
is
it should
a
be a
30
great
minute.
match. I mean,
Mhm.
I like all the guys in this. Friggin' LA Knight is one of those guys where he's like MJF to me, where people don't give him the credit as an in-ring guy.
Yeah.
His match against Braun Breaker on Raw was fucking awesome. He was all over the place.
I tell you what, he's not
he's great in
I
them.
think it's because he's not flashy. You know what I mean?
Right,
but he does some flashy moves like that.
And he knows how to get the crowd into it.
Yeah,
like
we've always liked that.
He's like The Rock. Yeah. I hate to say it, The Rock was never the flashiest wrestler, but no one ever cared because he was so fun.
I think The Rock had
he had an elbow drop finisher. Stop.
Yeah, but he
and LA Knight has a cool elbow drop too, where he jumps from the second rope to the top rope.
Yeah,
I know, it's a good. And look, Donnybrook. Somebody's hockey team should be called Donnybrook. Holy moly!
Yeah.
Sheamus.
Wait, by the way, Seth Rollins wins. And I like the tension they've been building with Punk and LA Knight. I think that's been good too. I wouldn't mind if that led to like an actual feud between them.
Or a backstage fight.
Sure.
Sheamus versus Rusev.
I'm very surprised it's on a pay-per-view.
Good old-fashioned Donnybrook. I think I like it. I mean,
good.
Not a big Rusev guy, but I like where they've gone with this feud, where it's like they just been beating the fuck out of each other backstage over and over again. I'm going. It's Sheamus' signature match, right? Good old-fashioned Donnybrook.
Yep.
I'm gonna say he wins, and he's better than Rusev, obviously.
Yeah, I think Triple H puts over his boy.
Sure, I agree.
Hell yeah, I love that. I love perpetuating that. Roman Reigns.
Were they not workout buddies for
a
long time?
I never care about details or truth. Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed. Roman Reigns is going to win this match.
Yes. Does he take his shoes back?
Yes. No. Not only does he take his shoes back, he takes Bronson's shoes.
His boots?
He takes his boots. He literally takes off his boots.
I'm going to say that doesn't happen because I think this is just the end of it.
Okay.
I think Braun Breaker...
Reigns is going to be filming a movie.
Right.
He's not advertised for WrestlePalooza.
So Braun probably pulls him afterwards.
Yes. Like, that has to happen, I guess. Like, are we running War Games back? Like, is now it's Seth Group, The Vision,
do you want to hear what my idea was in an article?
Yes, I do.
What day was it live so we can check it out, make sure it's correct.
I had to make predictions for John Cena's last appearances.
I did the same thing as well. You copied my article. That's really fucking wrong.
I did it first.
I did 3 weeks ago.
EG assigned it to me. So
he copied it. Look at you passing the buck. No matter what.
So
they do well.
John Cena loses to Brock at WrestlePalooza.
Yes.
Rematch. John Cena beats Brock in Australia.
Yep. I agree.
And then I think they get kind of like moved into this thing with Seth's group and Roman's group. And I think it's easy to do because
Brock?
Yes, because I think it's easy to do because of Brock's relation to Paul Heyman, and Paul Heyman even made a mention of Brock last night on Raw. So you get Brock in there with The Vision and Logan Paul on one team, and then you got Cena joining with Roman and Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso and Punk, and that's my War Games.
Wow, poor LA Knight.
Yep, didn't make it. I guess he could make it over. He could make it over Jimmy Uso. I'll give him that. Give him that.
I like it. That'd be fucking stacked. Holy shit.
That's pretty mid. Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch
John Cena's doing AA off the fucking top of the cage.
He does a high fly flow.
So wait, did you just say John Cena's gonna fucking AA him off the Eiffel Tower? What did you just say?
No, top of the cage in War Games.
The Eiffel Tower, dude. I was like,
off the Eiffel Tower.
Talking about Clash of Paris. How about the Arc de Memoir? You can go to the Louvre. You can sound real French if you just do that sound. You know?
I don't think you sounded French.
I don't think you sound something else.
I think you sound like a fucking idiot.
Arc de Memoir. The Tour de France.
Roman wins and Braun Breaker kills him afterwards.
Remember when we watched that guy like
real quick? I love when bikers in Tour de France nearly die. I don't care if it makes me a bad guy.
Live?
Dude, we watch far too many dumb shit sports in the wee mornings of Saturdays.
Flew off the fucking side of the road.
He almost died. He legitimately
definitely almost
fucking died. But there's nothing. Listen, there's nothing I enjoy more. And I mean this than watching some too skinny in the upper body but way too big in the lower body guy fall down in front of 165 other misshapen men who then run his ass over, try to go around him. They all crash out. And the other thing I adore that I really miss that they don't really let happen as much anymore, I love when a dude like wearing some sort of green bodysuit and holding a Swedish flag, darts in front of a crowd of bikers and just gets owned by them, dude. That shit's awesome, man. Yeah, that Tour de France got some. It's like people watch NASCAR for the crashes. I watch Tour de France for the crashes, dude.
Hell yeah.
Becky Lynch and Nikki Bella, you cunt.
Bitch.
You bitch.
Dude, did you watch the promo?
Yeah.
You fucking bitch.
Are you kidding? My wife.
Becky was awesome in the promo.
I'm talking about Ozzy. Getting Kelly Osbourne all sort of worked up about it, huh?
Kelly is a fucking mark, bro. Kelly's a mark.
I love
Her
it.
dad is in the WWE Hall of Fame. You didn't smarten her up.
I think she's playing into it. I think she understands this is some
She's
publicity.
the new Raja Jackson.
No,
It was
she's-
such a great.
She just jacks Becky Lynch up like
She's
she's
gonna
Nia
punch her
Jax.
20 times in the face. It
I'll
was
be
such a
honest,
good
guys.
line though about Birmingham being a fucking dump, and the only good thing to come out of there died a month ago, and I would have died too if that's Birmingham.
I gotta be honest with all these promos have been great
Yeah.
in this.
Becky is so
Becky
good as a
obviously-
heel. I think people
yeah.
like shit on it sometimes.
She did
like,
the Terrifier smile. Did you see like the horror movie guy? Art the Clown? She does the smile like Art the Clown. It is a subtle thing that someone pointed out to me, and it's 100% on purpose. She does it when she's making a real fucking cheesy line or something. She'll do the fucking goofy ass horror movie smile. It's awesome.
But when she was like, when Nikki called her a coward, she goes, "That's much worse than the C word I thought you were gonna say."
Yeah.
I
That's
popped.
funny.
I was like, that's great.
Yeah, that's why I started this segment with the C word.
Yeah, I get it. Becky wins.
Yeah,
Agreed.
no shit, buddy. No, you know what? I take it back. I think Nikki
Is this
Bella's
like the end
back,
of Nikki
bitch.
Bella though? Like, are we done?
No, absolutely not. She's gonna be thriving.
she's
in the
back for
mid-card.
another run, brother.
I'm a Triple H told me I'm a gatekeeper. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take young talent and I'm gonna put them over.
She's got child support to pay, so she's back.
Holy shit! I heard she's an
Smart.
abuser. Why don't we talk about her like she's Stone Cold? She beat her husband.
I don't know if that's accurate.
The police came.
We don't know what's accurate and what's not.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
don't know. It could be true. It could be true.
It could be.
Big if true.
You're a strong girl.
Big strong girl. She's like Tyler
Dude,
Bate,
fuck
but a
that dude
girl.
up.
Big strong girl. She's like Tyler Bate, but girl. When I see Tyler Bate, I think, man, that's like Nikki Bella. That's what I think when I see Tyler Bate.
Are we done?
Who wins and has the chick out? BJ, did you say
I
it?
said
right?
Becky. I said Becky, and
Becky.
you were like, no shit.
Yeah, that is true. I did say no shit. We got Patreon shout-outs.
Patreon.com/RingRustRadio. If you
Shout-outs.
want to support us, I get it. If you want to support us, you get a shout out every month, like George Cruz,
Yeah, you say the whole list because I'm rolling a blunt and my eyes are down.
Alex Pandolfi,
There you go.
Colin Yeager,
I think it's Yarger.
It's Yarger. Dude.
Yarger?
You missed a whole R. You missed a whole hard R. Give me a hard R on that one.
February.
Yarger! Like you could hear the southern in your
And stop,
voice when
can
you
you
say
please
it.
stop saying hard R?
What?
Not
It's
good.
not a good thing to say.
Why? Because of the R word?
You know why. No, not because of the R word.
Dante, he likes us still.
Is
Reggie,
that Stab Smile?
that's D-Mac.
Okay.
Donnie Sucks is Reggie.
Hell yeah.
Or he
That's
says Donnie Sucks.
Reggie? He wrote Donnie
Yep.
Sucks?
Yep.
Guy can't keep
That's
me
his
out of
name.
his own mouth, dude. That's wild, dude.
Kyle Paulson, we're going to speak to him tomorrow on our fantasy football
I
draft.
We are. I was
Reggie?
texting with him. I told him to take
Yeah.
Bilal Powell.
Oof.
We got Mongo.
Oof.
Andrew
That wasn't him. Was
Skeens.
that Mike Horan that took Bilal Powell?
Yes.
I believe
Don't
it
put
was.
that on Kyle
And
Paulson.
I
Wasn't
I took Brees Hall and Braylon Allen,
Allen.
right?
Yeah.
And I very
good
much was like, am I the guy? This is late enough. Like, I don't want to be that guy, you know what I mean? Taking
Brent
Tank
Allen's a good
Dell in
player.
the seventh like an asshole.
Yeah. George Sparrows.
Speaking
Jim
of
Del
assholes.
Chapo.
Oh, Rich
Kevin
asshole.
Creel. Momo.
Momo.
Vic and K. Don Blodgett. Longest supporter. And, of course, Vincent DeMol.
Yeah. Great lawyer.
Alright.
If you're ever in
Yeah.
if you're ever jacking up an indie wrestler, you need a good lawyer.
Mhm. There you go. He's not going to help you on
Bunch
that
of
one.
kids doing wheelies on bikes with the car behind them. Man, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna run a kid over. I'm over here, I'm gonna be Aja just calling my shot with killing somebody.
I saw some
Dude.
douchebag on a fucking like crotch rocket doing a wheelie the other day.
Oh,
I was
my God,
hoping
dude.
I was hoping he'd fucking flip.
Seriously, dude.
Well, We need bail money for Donnie. Go to patreon.com/ringrustradio. You can support us. Get the ad-free version of this podcast. Get early access to upcoming retros like the Naked Gun and Suburban Commando right now. We recorded that today. Plus, this week, we're going to host our annual fantasy football draft. That's taking place tomorrow, Wednesday, August 27th. And we're going to put that
boys.
on Patreon.
Yeah, it is. I'm pumped.
Most importantly, sign up for next week's bracket taking place Tuesday, September 2nd, 6 p.m. Eastern. We're going to determine the best Pokemon of all time.
Okay, now listen. I've been saying for weeks how if you were into this kind of shit, you're a pussy and a loser and a nerd. I said that a lot, right?
And your
Not
kids
on
are
there.
huge
If
fans,
you're an
right?
adult, I had to rephrase.
gotcha.
If you're an adult into this shit, you're a pussy, loser, nerd. If you're a kid, that's fine.
You're an
Cartoons are for
asshole.
kids. That's perfect. But yeah, I'm actually starting to get a little excited about this because my kids have been smarting me up to the biz. And they're like, dude, Dad, you got it. Mewtwo, buddy, Mewtwo. And I'm like, okay, great. What does that mean? So now I'm learning. But I got to tell you something.
Did you never, real question. You had a Game Boy as a kid, right?
No.
I thought you had, like, the
I have a
original
Game Boy Advance
Boy.
I got about,
He has
I
it
was like
now.
15 or 16. I got a Game Boy Advance for hunting. And I only had
But
Driver 2.
you never played any of the Pokemon games even once besides, like, Pokemon Snap and N64?
I had the only Pokemon game I've ever played in my life for any more than 5 minutes is Pokemon Snap.
Man, you would have actually enjoyed the OG Pokemon
I
Game Boy
didn't
games.
because I didn't have the chance.
You would
to,
have.
but I didn't. So
You
it's
still
not,
could
it
today.
doesn't. Well, I won't.
Yeah.
I've got
should.
much better things to do in my life. I'd rather just
No, you
jerk
don't.
off. I'd rather jerk off 30 times than fucking do that. I could do that in that time. Be easy. But no, can I tell you? Can I listen? I know it's a little teaser, but here's one Pokemon that I'm really going hard behind. One of my biggest support things, Cubone.
You're gonna plow this Pokemon
Hell yeah.
game hard behind them?
Cubone.
Love Cubone.
Honestly,
So cute.
I love
Cubone's
Bulbasaur. He
cool.
was always the cutest one. I love Bulbasaur, right? He's like a cat,
Very
but also
cute.
like a flower. But like,
He's
Cubone.
not a cat. He's a
Cubone.
dinosaur to plow.
Cubone is wearing its
Adorable.
mother's head, skull on its head to protect itself.
Fucking
That is
Did
crazy
Lucy
lore.
teach you that?
That is, yeah, she did. It is
Yeah.
the craziest
Insane.
backstory I've ever heard of any
Yep.
kind of cartoon like that,
Yep.
and I adore
Mhm.
it. So
Yep.
she loves Cubone because she's like, she's empathetic to the
Cubone's
whole
very
situation.
cute.
So
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know what else is cool, Donnie?
me,
October 14th, the next Patreon
he didn't
bracket,
deny it.
the best Halloween costume of all time.
Oh shit, dude. My wife's gonna be a socket, and I'm the plug.
You're definitely not the plug. You're a fucking bitch.
You're definitely a plug. I know that much, dude. Right? Is that a term? BJ, producer, can you check that? Okay.
All right.
Isn't a plug like
Are
a
you-
drug dealer?
I thought it was
Yeah.
like a dude that gets his asshole gaped, but I mean, I could
No.
I could be wrong. I don't know.
That's a butt plug.
No, that's a device that gapes the asshole.
Yeah.
Come on, that's a semantic situation. You know better than that, buddy. Don't act like you're not sitting on a parking cone right now. Don't even start with me. Let's move on.
Strangeness in the latest report. You gotta call Dirt Sheet Buster. Egregious lies anonymously sourced. You gotta call Dirt Sheet Buster. Scoop, 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 scoop. No lies, no retraction. Scoop, 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 scoop. Per a source that's interesting to know.
Alright guys, it is time for my favorite segment of the week, Dirt Sheet Busters. It's just me and my buddy, Brandon Galvin, killing the dirt sheets, and Don
yeah.
Wood, nowhere to be found. I love it.
Coward.
He is a coward. Always running away from the truth. We had a couple weeks here where we weren't here doing a quote-unquote live recording, so while we're away, the dirt sheets will play.
Been a lot
And they
of
played.
news lately. Yeah.
Yep. A lot of news, a lot of lies, you might say. We're going to start with one from Wrestling Observer Radio. Melts his fingerprints, his little fucking grubby fingerprints are all over this segment this week with his spray-painted black hair.
Yikes. That's a shame.
Yeah. Melt says, WWE prioritizes signing stars. Do you agree with this?
I mean, some could argue that they don't.
Well,
Because they have the whole, like the NIL thing.
yeah, that's true. I mean, AEW signs people that some fans perceive as stars, and WWE doesn't pay up for them, but
That is true.
Dave Meltzer's report on Wrestling Observer Radio that WWE's approach to contract negotiations ultimately depends on how much the company cares about the wrestler. No shit. If the talent is considered a star, negotiations will begin several months before the deal is due to expire. If WWE are less bothered about signing the wrestler, however, the contract offer will be take it or leave it at the last minute. Here's a quote. If they see you as a star, they're going to try and sign you 6 months ahead. That's how it is. Sometimes doesn't work out that way. Drew McIntyre, obviously, they tried to sign him way early. He turned down offers, eventually signed, though. With Cross, they just made the mistake with Killings. Are they really going to make the same mistake again? Now, the idea is when it's somebody they don't care about, how do they do it? Before the thing started, I was absolutely told this is how, if it's a marginal person, they will wait until the end, and then they will make an offer, and they will give it a time frame, take it or leave it. This is your offer, Meltzer said. So basically what Meltzer's saying is, if somebody is considered a top star like Drew McIntyre, they'll make a significant attempt to re-sign the wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
And if somebody is considered more of like a mid-carder or lower guy, they won't try as hard. Kind of like how, like, in sports, you might try really hard to sign your star player and not as hard to sign a lower-end player. So just common sense. Got it. Thanks.
Yeah, I guess I just disagree with I don't understand what he was really saying. I mean, McIntyre's contract situation, according to McIntyre, kind of, I'm not saying went down to the wire, but was pretty close. He's talking about Ron Killings. They just decided not to renew it. There wasn't even a negotiation. They made a determination that they weren't going to renew his contract. That's not offering one. It wasn't until they said that they were going to let him go, and then there was a whole uproar, and they decided to bring him back. And
he's saying with Cross, they made the same mistake with Ron Killings.
But that's not the same thing either.
Well, there's also been, I'm sorry, but there's been no uproar for Karrion Kross. Despite us being told that there was going to be, there's been none. So
that is true.
You know.
Simmons has an uproar about Meltzer's reporting.
She's very justified in feeling that way. I feel the same way. This is from Wrestling Observer Radio again. Meltz gets it real wrong about Cope and Christian.
Oh, you know what? I'm not familiar with this one, so I'm very excited. Because he usually doesn't comment about things in AEW.
No. Yeah, this one seems pretty far off to me. Some anticipated the reunion tag team match would be safe for All Out, especially as the pay-per-view is in their hometown of Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Dave Meltzer's reported on Wrestling Observer Radio that Cope and Christian's first tag team match together in over a decade was booked for Forbidden Door, however, so they can secure a win before potentially challenging for the AEW World Tag Team titles. I guess the idea was they could do the first match and give them a win because it may be a championship match. So then you cannot complain that they haven't even gotten a win and they're getting a championship match. So they are getting a win, so that may be a championship match. Okay, repeat yourself one more time, please. It may not be, but I can tell you for sure the original plan was for them to get a win to build to a championship match, Meltzer said. The original plans called for Cope and Christian Cage to challenge FTR for the AEW World Tag Team titles at All Out on September 20th. The Hurt Syndicate have been resistant behind the scenes to dropping the belts to Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler, however, and is unknown if a title change is still planned. One was planned, to not FTR, though. And given that Brodito is a babyface tag team, Cope and Christian are a babyface tag team, don't think we're getting that, so don't think we're getting a title match with Cope and Christian at All Out.
I mean, unless they swerve us and they put the titles in FTR beforehand, and then
I suppose they could, but yeah. I would have argued the entire time that Cope and Christian tag team match didn't need titles, especially in Toronto, because it's a big enough match anyways. But yeah, so I think what Meltz is trying to do here is protect a curious booking decision by AEW. He often tries to do that, and he ended up just being flat out wrong.
He was very wrong. That is true. They don't need a championship match against FTR. That's the whole feud.
Yeah. That's from PW Insider. Wrestlers are mad they weren't told the details of a storyline that has nothing to do with them.
Oh. Mm-hmm. That's interesting.
We're back on the whole Seth Rollins work thing.
We're back to this.
Yep. WWE and Seth Rollins worked fans by having Seth fake an injury in order for his cash in at SummerSlam 2025 to be a surprise. Fans weren't the only ones who were being duped, however, as wrestlers, writers, and production staff were also not let in on the secret. According to Mike Johnson of PW Insider, this has led to some unhappiness within WWE. I want to caution everybody. Obviously, WWE can lie to anybody they want. They certainly lie to a lot of people. It would appear during the Seth Rollins situation, much of which has left a very unhealthy flavor in the mouths of a lot of people who work behind the scenes for the company, as well as talents who are in-ring performers.
Wow.
This is kind of like a follow-up to, you remember the report where it was like, if Seth Rollins isn't really hurt, a lot of his friends are going to be mad.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's like, yes, they're going to be mad that their friend isn't actually seriously injured.
This is wrestling business, though.
This whole narrative's so stupid because don't people always say how they want there to be kayfabe, they want there to be surprises? If you're going to have that, I'm sorry, but a lot of the wrestlers leak shit if they know things. So if you want the surprises to happen, if you want kayfabe to be alive in some respect, sometimes you have to do this. And this is funny because did you see the tweet by that Ibo guy where it was like, you can work if you work the fans, be careful. If you work the dirt sheets, you're playing with fire. If you work the boys, don't do that. Or something like that. One of the dumbest fucking tweets I've ever seen in my life. Because you should always be attempting to work the fans and the dirt sheets at all times with everything you do. And the whole working the boys thing is just like, if you're involved with the storyline, I can understand why you would want or need to know, but if you're not involved with the story, what do we care what Akira Tozawa knows about Seth Rollins' injury?
I mean, like, was everyone to know when CM Punk came back? And were they mad?
Based on what they've said, almost nobody was in the know.
Exactly. There's been so many things that have taken place where no one, quote unquote, no one knew.
Right.
This is, listen, I get it. PW Insider, they have to play the game that they have, quote unquote, inside sources, and they can just make this shit up that people are upset about.
Right. It's attributed to nobody, so can't be proven wrong.
Yeah.
This is from Wrestling Observer Radio. Before I read this though, we got an email and it was like Vince Russo, his podcast or whatever. They played Meltz's appearance on, I think it was like Fox Nation or something, and they brought him on after Hogan died as like a quote unquote expert, an analyst kind of thing. And they bring him on and they go, "This is Danny Meltzer from the Wrestling Observer News."
Poor Danny.
Danny Meltzer. And then he was like talking and he kept like twitching his face like he was like tweaking out or something. I don't know what was going on with Meltz. Yeah, Danny was doing that.
Wow. Poor Danny.
Yeah. Poor Danny. But anyways, from the Wrestling Observer Radio. Evil WWE is trying to kill AEW. Can you believe that?
It's funny. I was just listening to Melt and Al talk about this on F4W because they posted a clip on YouTube. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? They're just so delusional. It's insane.
I think WWE's well aware that they're not going to be able to just kill AEW. They have an established television deal. Like, nobody's that delusional. But anyways, Dave Meltzer's report on Wrestling Observer Radio that WWE are going so heavy on counter-programming All Elite Wrestling as they want to put Tony Khan's promotion out of business and establish TNA as the number 2 company within the industry. WWE are afraid AEW will receive a large increase on their current U.S. TV deal with Warner Brothers Discovery when the deal is potentially renewed in either 2027 or 2028, which would make AEW, and I quote, incredibly profitable.
Can I stop you right there?
Yeah.
That is one of the dumbest sentences.
Why would WWE be afraid of that?
First off, they would be welcoming it because it raises their value.
That means because they'll get whatever that is, double or more. Probably.
Exactly. So Mel's quote unquote number 1 fucking sports journalist ever, who knows all the insides now, the TV ratings, should understand that. That was a fucking dumb thing to say.
Because my thing is like, what if you're saying they're afraid of it? What would the reason be? The reason would be this isn't what's happening, but we'll just theorize.
You're afraid of it. Company's been around for 6 years.
Like you're afraid of it because they're a rival that's beating you in the ratings. No, that's not happening. It's not even close to happening. You're afraid because they're going to have more money to steal people from you. Tony Khan has already given an unlimited budget by his father to sign whoever he wants. So in WWE, right, it doesn't matter. So the reasons that you would think that they would be afraid of this, they're not even a factor. So it makes no sense. But anyways, direct quote here from Meltz. That is certainly the story that's going around, that they wanted to move from December 13th to December 27th. By the way, this is about Cena's last match, by the way, which we'll get more into. Given all the actions and everything.
Bullshit, by the way.
Yeah, given all the actions and everything that has been done, of course they want to. It isn't the only thing. There's so much going on that will probably be breaking in the next couple of months when it comes to different things. Thanks for that. They really want TNA to become the other promotion because they can control TNA, Meltzer said. This is a major full court press. They just want this guy, Tony Khan, out of the box, and they know if the numbers stay good, that he's going to get a renewal at a much bigger number. Stay good? Maybe they should get good. Just like they did. He's already very profitable. Again, no proof of that. He never provides proof. The number will make him incredibly profitable, and they'll never get away from him or anything like that. So they feel that they need to make sure this is his last contract. Guy, BG, TNA. How many times have we thought TNA was dead, or on the verge of being dead?
I thought TNA would be dead since 2007-ish.
Right, and I'll say this: TNA now.
I don't know how they're still profitable.
Well, TNA now.
I don't get it.
Because it was really bad for a while. TNA now seems to be on the rise. They're improving in terms of ticket sales, and the partnership with WWE, regardless of what bad faith people want to say, has been very fruitful for them. But even in their worst times, TNA was getting TV deals.
That is true.
So under what possible circumstance could anybody with the slightest business sense in WWE or elsewhere ever think that AEW is not going to get another TV deal?
That's true. Didn't Ring of Honor play in your town?
Yes.
Yeah. So,
multiple wrestling companies that, fucking WoW Women of Wrestling have gotten multiple TV deals. Like,
absolutely.
What are we doing here? AEW for, let's be real, it's nowhere near WWE in terms of its success or its ratings or anything like that, but it is the number 2 wrestling company in the world in that respect. So of course it's going to get another, even if it's not, somehow not to the level of what people are expecting in terms of an increase, they're going to get another television contract, and they have a nonstop, endless flow of cash from the billionaire owner. So they're going to continue to be able to produce shows and get TV contracts. So there's nobody in WWE that thinks that they could prop up TNA to destroy AEW and ensure they don't get another television contract. That's just absolutely ridiculous. Asinine even suggest.
It doesn't make sense. It's AEW is on WBD. That's completely separate from any deal potentially that TNA would be having, and they're not. Just because TNA has a deal doesn't mean AEW has a deal. Can't have a deal. It just doesn't make sense. None of this makes sense. There's too many networks available to go. So it's all stupid. I gotta be honest, Mike. Word of the fucking year, counter programming pisses me off so much every time someone says it. I don't get counter First
it's
off,
become the buzzword.
It's the buzzword because WWE is having an event on a day in September that is the only day for them to have it.
Right.
If they are to have it. But I just have a question, Mike. What day was NXT originally on?
It was on Wednesdays, right?
Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Was it on Wednesdays before AEW existed?
Yes. 100%.
Okay, so who counter-programmed? When it came to having Rampage that they fucking got rid of, when did that air? Fridays, right after SmackDown as the lead-in? Right? So if you want to talk about counter-programming, AEW is king counter-programming. They started it.
It goes both ways, and Tony Khan many times in the past and their fans we're calling for competition, we're wanting this and we're wanting that, and then when it happens, then they cry about it. So, you can't have it both ways.
Was it not 4 months ago on NFL Network, I believe? Or one of those?
Harvey Weinstein
of wrestling? Okay. So, if you want to fucking throw stones, expect it back.
They could have come in with a totally different mindset and looked to be friendly, but they wanted the competition, which that's totally fine. But but when you ask for it and then it happens, don't act surprised.
Was Tony Khan the one that put out a video talking about Nick Khan?
Sure was.
Or was Nick Khan putting out a video about Tony Khan? I think it was the other way around.
Only thing Nick Khan ever said about Tony Khan was when he was asked about an interview, and he said, "I think he's a nice kid."
Right. That was after Tony Khan's video. So,
right.
You want to be a tough guy, then be a tough guy. But don't fucking cry about it all the time.
Don't have a victim complex in this situation. Right. If you want.
The whole capital programming thing pisses me off to no end. It's all just fucking logical. First off.
And by the way, the bulk of the times that they're saying counter programming, a lot of times it's an NXT show, which AEW should not be struggling to go up against an NXT show. And the vast majority of the time, it's not head to head at all. It's different times.
Right. This whole thing this past weekend, they were on different times. Like AEW was over for 90 minutes before NXT even started.
Right. So who cares?
And this whole thing about the December they were going to move it to December 27th to go up against World's End. No, they fucking weren't.
Save that for 1 second, because that's our next report here. Something related to that, okay? I agree with you 100%. So Wrestling Observer Live, evil WWE is trying to counter-program AEW with John Cena's last match. Reports this week say that WWE are looking to run John Cena versus Brock Lesnar directly against AEW All Out in September, with follow-up reports suggesting this would not be the last time in 2025 that WWE would counter-program AEW. Talking to Wrestling Observer Live, Brian Alvarez suggested that WWE are changing plans to run against World's End. Originally, the final John Cena match was going to be in early December, Saturday night's main event. Alvarez said, no, it wasn't. It's mid-December. And this is not confirmed, okay? But it does look like there is now discussion that the date will be moved, so it will be head-to-head with AEW World's End. Alvarez continued, we did talk about how there's going to be one or more of these before the year was out, and I think they're going to try and put the final John Cena match on Saturday night's main event in Boston, head-to-head with World's End. As we know now, that did not happen. It's on December 13th, which was, I believe, what it was always going to be.
Right.
Not December 27th. And if I'm not mistaken, December 27th, they would be NBC Universal would have been going head to head against its own thing with an NFL game. So there's no way they ever would have been doing that.
So
they would never counter program themselves.
Right. Just so I'm clear, Mike, you went to the NFL schedule that was released in April and were able to determine that.
Believe it or not.
That's fucking wild. That's why. This is why you're a great journalist, Mike. Good
Thanks,
job.
Man.
Police Report's lucky to have you.
I appreciate it. All I had to do is Google it.
Just Google the schedule, all right. It was never going to be December 27th.
No.
They don't hold pay-per-views that late in the year anymore. I don't even know if there was a time that they ever held a pay-per-view.
I don't think there is.
That late.
They've done day one, but that's January, obviously.
Right. That was January 1st for special occasions. Growing up, Armageddon was early to mid-December because they're giving people time off during the holidays. Now, I know that they typically do some house shows around that. Typically, the day after Christmas would be like an MSG show. I don't know about December 27th, but it was not happening that weekend.
Right.
They haven't held a PLE that weekend for a long time. They begin getting people off a lot of those weekends.
Right.
In recent years to go be with the family.
Almost always, I think they have been. Yeah. So, yeah, there's multiple games because it's the end of the NFL season. So, they have the Saturday games. That's Saturday. December 27th. Right. And at least one of those games, if not multiple, are going to be on NBC/Peacock. So there was no way that was ever going to happen. That never would have even been able to be a discussion point.
Yeah, that would be stupid to have done that.
Right. All right, you ready for the coup de grace?
Oh yeah, that was fun.
So from Wrestling Observer newsletter, 1 out of 3 ain't bad. I think that's Meltz's motto. If he can get 1 out of 3 reports right, he's eating good.
It's good in baseball.
Yeah, sure. In baseball, not so much in reporting, being a journalist.
That is true.
We are a little over a week away from WWE Clash in Paris, and reports suggest that 3 title matches are planned for the show.
Oh.
The first ever WWE Premium Live event from Paris. Just 4 matches have been announced so far for the show. Per report from Dave Meltzer in the Wrestling Observer newsletter, WWE are set to announce WWE Champion Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre. Don't think that's happening. Highly unlikely at this point that they would announce that the night before. Don't think that's happening. U.S. Champion Solo Sikoa versus Sami Zayn. That's happening on SmackDown.
Close.
And Women's Intercontinental Champion Becky Lynch versus Nikki Bella. You got that one, Mel. Good job,
no
buddy.
Shit.
Good job.
So let me get this straight, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
He thought that they were going to have 7 matches on this PLE.
Which they never do for anything other than like SummerSlam or WrestleMania.
Right. If you look at Backlash 2024, that was in France. There were 5 matches.
5.
There were 5 matches only on Clash of Paris. Now we haven't gotten to SmackDown for all we know, but I believe that SmackDown was pre-taped for this week. Or am I wrong about that?
I'm not sure about that.
Okay.
But I would bet almost anything on them not announcing Cody versus Drew McIntyre one night before the show for the WWE Championship.
Just so no one complains, it's 2 nights before.
Sorry, yes, 2 nights before. But I don't think that's the case. And especially because they had Randy attack. They had Randy attack Drew last week.
That's true.
So they're not even building to that right now. Like they wrote off Cody temporarily. So
yeah, he's filming.
Yeah, so it's just not happening.
Even though Roman, I guess they're not filming.
Or maybe they're filming different parts. I don't know.
Yeah, potentially. I mean, they kind of somewhat announced in the press release for WrestlePalooza that's going to be Drew versus Cody.
Right. That's my assumption. But according to Meltz, going to happen at Clash in Paris.
He's got 5 days to be wrong.
Yes, and I think he will be wrong. I guess they could always do but they're already at 5 matches right now.
Yes.
And that's what they typically do for a non-major pay-per-view. So,
yeah.
I don't really think we're getting anything else. I think that's it. Nice job, Meltz. BG, how we do? Shula-fala. All right, BG. Season 41. Ring Rust Radio Fantasy WWE. You're the reigning defending champion of Season 40. One of the wins of your career.
Yep, it's all over from here, though.
Really? You think so?
I'm good. No chance am I winning this season. I've already given up that hope a long time ago.
So not going for back-to-back. You're the Florida Marlins. You win a World Series, and then you just trade off your entire team.
Absolutely. Josh Becker,
gotcha.
Get the fuck out of here.
Okay. First update since the draft for this.
Mm-hmm.
And we have Clash in Paris this weekend, so we're going to have our first waiver draft on Monday. But first update here, last place 10th with negative 22.5, Everson Godfrey.
Dude.
Poor Everson.
That's terrible.
It's a good man. You know who's not a good man in 9th place with negative 7.5? Donald Wood.
Donald Wood.
Yep.
Yeah, he sucks. I hate him.
Fitting.
BJ's mic sucks, actually.
Get out of here. In 8th with negative 5, Reggie Gill. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
In 7 with 0, great guy, Big Money Mike. It's not because I had nobody wrestle. I've had many people wrestle, and they just all canceled out.
Wow.
In 6 with 5, another great guy, Brandon Galvin.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate the compliment.
You're in positives.
Team fucking blows.
You're in positives.
I thought Stephanie was going to win the championship tonight in wrestling.
That's true. But, I mean, she'll wrestle before Survivor Series, I assume. So
you know what? You never fucking know with this company.
Tied for 4th with 12.5, Austin Red and Skeeter. And tied for 2nd, 17.5, Jim Del Chapo and George Cruz. Okay.
Oh, Jim
George
wasn't
Cruz.
here.
Jim was not here. Jim, we allowed to just pick 5 guys off the waiver wire after the draft, and he's in second place right now.
Holy shit.
I believe basically all his points are from Sami Zayn, which good pickup. And then George Cruz, who just drafted on the whims of who he wants to be inside or inside of him.
Oh.
So, yeah. And then in first place with 30, Mongo.
What?
Who I believe had a similar draft philosophy to George Cruz, and it's working out for him.
That's true. He definitely did.
So good job.
Good for Mongo.
Good man. I don't think he's ever contended in this, so we'll see how he does.
30 points being a leader is wild. It's terrible.
It's early. We've got a lot of time left.
That's true.
All right. Now it's time to get into emails, BG. Guys, ringrustradio@gmail.com. Send us emails. We'll read them on the show. So if you go to patreon.com/ringrustradio, if you contribute to the email tier or higher, we have to read at least one of your emails every single month. Starting with one from Joey, Johnny Mundo, Dundo. Subject, attended Mick Foley's spoken word show. I attended that many years ago as well.
Nice.
Hey boys, a friend and I had the pleasure of attending Mick Foley's latest spoken word tour, which marks 40 years of his start in the wrestling world. A small comedy/rock music club had about 200 people packed to the gills.
Nice.
While the 2 comedian openers he had were very subpar, bunch of Donald Woods. Foley came off super humble, shared Terry Funk-focused stories while wearing a King of the Deathmatch-inspired shirt below his classic red flannel, made jokes about Al Snow, Vince McMahon, Tracy Smothers, Terry Bam Bam Gordy, and The Undertaker, auctioned gear off for the Cauliflower Alley Club's fund, was on stage for 90 minutes including a Q&A, and spent a couple of minutes with everyone in line for his meet and greets.
Nice.
I highly recommend any Triple R fan go as his tour is about half over.
Wow.
Do any of you have a particularly memorable, good or bad, experience meeting a wrestler at either a signing or non-in-ring wrestling show they had? M-Chai has mentioned meeting people at signings, but who stands out for either reason? Thanks for all the content, and shout out to Donald Wolfgang Wood for the run-ins during the email section to defend Goldberg's honor, and Dirt Sheet Busters to support Alvarez. Ring Rust!
Ring Rust, I'll go first. Raven stole my pizza one time at Extreme Rising.
Why are you here?
I'll be back.
By the way, I want you and everybody to think about what Joey said here. Congratulating Guy for running in to defend Goldberg and Brian Alvarez.
Mm.
Is that who you want to be defending? I don't. BG, you got any good or bad experiences beating wrestlers?
I mentioned it before, but when we were coming back from WrestleMania 34 in New Orleans, very early, 6-something a.m. in the fucking airport, I see Rob Van Dam and like his handler or something, and he looked very upset. I was like, fuck, this is RVD. Like, I kind of really want to go, say hello. And so I waited for his handler to leave. And I just kind of slowly walked up and I was like, excuse me, Rob Van Dam, big fan. Just want to thank you for everything that you've done. He really appreciated that. And that was it. And I asked for like a fucking photo or an autograph. Right. Just wanted to, shake his hand, do that. Went to Raw this year and took a picture with New Day. They have been in mourning. And this is when Xavier had a giant hat, fucking hysterical. Yeah. Also met Obafemi at Raw this year, and he was very nice, very cool, massive human being. I got photos with them. There's been others over the year, but those are the most recent that have stood out.
Mm-hmm. I've met a lot of wrestlers over the years. A couple times we're like in airports when we went to WrestleMania coming back, but for the most part I leave them alone. Like I said hi to The Miz, and he was great, much like your Rob Van Dam story. But most of the wrestlers I meet have been at signings, and I feel like, I really never had a bad experience meeting wrestlers at signing, and that's why I would suggest to people that like want to meet wrestlers, don't be the weird person that like goes to the airport and like stalks what their flights are and brings shit to sign or to bother them, because if you do that, I think you're almost always going to have a bad experience. Mm-hmm. If you go to a signing, which is scheduled, and they know that they're going to be there and fans are going to be there and it's what they're supposed to be doing, you're more than likely going to have a good experience. And I always have. I mentioned, I think the last time we had a Comic-Con here, meeting Warlord. And he's like the nicest wrestler I ever met, Warlord of all people. You think back to fucking Warlord, he looked like he was just juiced up meathead, but he talked to me for like 5 minutes straight, like probably helped that nobody was really lining up for the Powers of Pain, but that's the kind of people I like to meet. But, just talking football and shit like that, just such a nice guy. I met Demolition, they were great. I've met Sergeant Slaughter and Hacksaw Jim Duggan and $1 Million Man and Mick Foley and Sting and so many, and all great experiences. So my suggestion would be, if you want to meet wrestlers and have a good experience, do it at actual signings, do it at Comic-Cons and stuff like that. And to back up, Joey Dundo, I don't know how much the show has changed. I probably went 10 years ago or whatever to the Mick Foley show. Sounds pretty similar, but it was a very, very fun night. He is really good at doing the spoken word thing. It's kind of like stand up, but it's also just telling stories, and it's entertaining. So definitely go if it's in your area.
Didn't they have one that they aired on the WWE Network years ago?
Yes, they did actually. Yep.
Okay. Very entertaining. I don't know how much his material has changed since then, but if not, don't at least watch that. I really enjoyed it when I watched that one in the area.
Yep. It was. I remember it being very similar to what I went to see anyway, so it was good.
I did that same day at the airport in New Orleans. Jimmy Hart was sitting at the same terminal as me. And again, it's like 6 something in the morning. I'm like, I don't want to fucking go bother this guy. So I sat down, kind of like across the terminal from him, and he looked my way, and I looked at him and like nodded my head, like, I know who you are. I want you to be aware that I know who you are. And he nodded his head right back, like, understand the situation.
Jimmy Hart I've never met, but I've never heard anybody say anything other than like he's like the nicest person you ever meet.
A little neurotic, as we know from WWE Legends House, which they should bring back.
They should bring back. But unfortunately, a lot of them are gone now.
Yeah. Well, there's still many legends to do.
Yeah.
Next email comes from Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Did you just call Jimmy Hart erotic?
Yes.
Neurotic.
Problem with that? Didn't think so.
Terrible running. Do better. Next email comes from Stone Cold Steve Austin, the big red machine. I like it. Subject,
that's a great nickname.
That's a lot. Subject, other wrestling podcasts. Let me talk to you. As wrestling podcasters, you guys also like to consume other wrestling-related shows in your free time. If so, what shows? Also, feel free to share non-wrestling podcasts that you love. Make Donnie responses, even if he has to write it in for Mike to read.
I assume he won't respond, but he pretends like he's gone.
I don't watch podcasts. I don't listen to them anymore.
Great. There you go. I occasionally will listen to I don't know how to say his last name, but Chris Van Vliet?
Yeah. I watch his interviews sometimes.
Very entertaining interviews overall, and if there's something I'm interested in, I'll check in. I've been listening to, again, when he has someone on that I'm interested in hearing from, The Undertaker's podcast. I'll check in. Matt Hardy's podcast, when they do a topic I'm interested in, I will check in. So, for example, he recently did like the 25th anniversary of TLC. I was like, I want to listen to this. So listen to that. It's just, how we would do ring rust match commentary. They essentially do that every now and then. So I thought that was entertaining. Like they watched TLC 1, which was cool. AEW, they have Evil Uno and Adam Cole. They'll do a video game podcast.
Oh, like their own up, down, down kind of thing?
Yes. No, they have that, but they will do one instead of them like actually talking about like games that they're playing, upcoming games, news, things like that. It's like an hour. So that's entertaining. I'll check in that sometimes. I used to listen to Jericho's pretty frequently, but I haven't.
Is it still going?
I think it is. I'm unsure if it's old clips that get posted. I wish Stone Cold still did his podcast. When he was doing his, I will listen to that weekly. I have checked into pretty much every single one of Cody's podcasts.
I agree. I watch that also.
Yeah, that's primarily for work, but when he especially has someone on, it's interesting. Same with the Stephanie McMahon podcast that they recently did, because they had like John Cena was on that, and Khan was on that. Roman Reigns is doing it this week. So again, when there's a guest that I'm interested in, I will check in, but it's not something like religiously I'm doing, because there's just too many podcasts. I like a bunch of like video game podcasts. Like Angel Knows, Easy Ally is kind of funny. Min-Max, there's a whole bunch of video game podcasts, Game Informer I listen to. So other than that, mostly my thing is like video games, sports, wrestling.
Yeah, I'm pretty much in the same boat as you. Like, in terms of wrestling podcasts nowadays, it's really only like Chris Van Vliet if he has a good interview, or Cody, I'll watch his. But I'm not like listening diehard to any wrestling podcast. The only one that I will always watch every week is Major Wrestling Figure Podcast, Matt Cardona and Brian Myers. But that's really not about pro wrestling so much as it's just about the figures of pro wrestling. So kind of a different thing. But years ago, I was constantly listening to wrestling podcasts. I was listening to Jericho every week. I was listening to Stone Cold every week. Something to Wrestle with Bruce Pritchard, like there was a time when that was like the biggest thing in wrestling podcasting, and I loved it because, it was like him, Vince, and Pat Patterson was the booking team for a long time, and they would talk about like the period of time that I like, which is like 90 through, the Attitude Era. So that was a great show, but I think he doesn't even really do it anymore. I think JBL kind of took over. But yeah, so wrestling podcast wise, I'm really not into it anymore. And really the only other podcast that I'll listen to, and it's not always, but if it's like interesting, the Fantasy Footballers, which is a really good fantasy football podcast. I like when they, especially like leading up to the season, they'll have like mock draft episodes and stuff like that.
I'll check that out. Do you ever listen to? So again, this is when they put up a clip. This is not listen to like a full podcast, but they put up a clip. I'll listen to like Bischoff, like he spoke about Hogan. I did watch that whole podcast actually when Hogan died. Jim Cornette, because he will review a lot of he reviews like everything AEW, but if there's like a match that I want to hear an opinion on, or if there's something that he talks about like ratings and stuff like that, there's a lot of insight about things, even though you might not like the delivery. I do listen to F4W, the clips.
I try to avoid it unless you send me something that's so bad that you say I must watch it.
Yeah, that it's usually for work to see if we can catch like news or rumors or things like that. Which are all bullshit, as we know from Dirt Sheet Wrestlers.
Right, of course. But yeah, I actually just did watch 83 Weeks, Eric Bischoff, and it was an episode on all the WCW video games, which was pretty cool. But it's like not really about the games themselves, but like the business behind them, and the deals and how they went down with like THQ and EA and all that kind of stuff.
I'll have to watch that. A random, I've never heard this YouTuber, I don't even remember what it was, but there was one that came up like on just like randomly, was the history of WCW games, and they also did one history of WWE games.
Yes, I watched it. It was like a half hour long, the WCW one.
Yes.
It was good, actually.
So you watched it? Oh, that was good. I want to watch that.
Yep, it was. Yeah, I did. All right, good email. Final one from Nathan, the Smart Collector Tom Lanovich. Subject, SummerSlam Smarks. Patreon email, patreon.com/ringrustradio. So what Nathan's been doing is sending us every month classic Smarks from the vault. And he says, even more from the vault, this time for SummerSlam. I don't include the year because it makes it even funnier for them to be out of context, but I can if you guys want. I'm fine with out of context. Also, Donnie, I'm glad you did Seth voice on the post-SummerSlam show, probably because I texted you saying you should, but I am extremely disappointed we did not hear a single Brock scream.
Wow.
Not giving the people what they want. No surprise.
Donnie wonders why we lose Patreon subscribers. And
it's because of his attitude, first and foremost. Number one, also, fuck Roman Reigns. You're already pretty, dude. Like, now you gotta have some perfect teeth, too. Leave some pussy for the rest of us, asshole.
Wow. So that must have been, like, 2020.
Not that long when he got the veneers.
Yeah.
Probably, like, kind of when he started doing the heel character,
I think it's, like, 2020.
Yeah.
Bianca should just worn salmon-colored gear. Would have made her jobbing to Vampa Lynch semi-palatable. Nah, still fucking blue.
Remember how right we were about them being correct, having her get squashed by Becky?
Absolutely.
Yep.
We usually are correct.
Yep. Pat dressed like he's about to down White Claw, fight townies, and then pass out on the beach. I mean, that's pretty much how he's always just a fucking tank top.
That is true. Oh my! Convinced on getting a handy from India so he can finally get rid of Ginger My Balls. The two-side drop the toilet can wrestle better and has fewer roid zits. Holy shit!
Zoid, isn't that the guy from Domino's?
Oh,
the Zoid. Number 5. as I said before, so what if wrestling is fake? A lot of people think wrestling fans are losers or live in their parents' basement, but that's not the case. I am a successful man in my 30s with a good job. I own a beautiful home in the suburbs. I have a smoking hot wife. I'm smart. I drive a Lexus, and I can maintain a strong, powerful erection. So at the end of the day, it's just good entertainment.
Was this Jim? In
El
hindsight?
Chapo?
Yeah.
Maybe. I have 3 dens, a boat, and I can maintain a strong, powerful erection.
There you go. That's the most important.
Last one, BG. It's a classic.
Final one. I don't think I've ever read this one, actually.
It's your lucky day.
I am disturbed to see what wrestling is all about today. This precious sport has gone down the drain. Wrestling is no longer a sport you can watch with your family. Let me point out a few. The attire of some wrestlers needs to be modified. It is disgustingly disgraceful to sit in your living or family room watching depraved-looking people very unkempt. The language is utterly and disgustingly abominable for you to watch and listen to interruptions of outside forces. This is bullyism at its highest level. The Shields, the Wyatts family, if this is all the authorities have to offer, then they have failed the noble sport.
Noble sport.
Is Vince still of sober mind? This doesn't seem so. Triple H committed a moral crime. Many of us are very disappointed in his attitude at SummerSlam.
So this is when he fucking screwed over Daniel Bryan. That's how long ago this is.
2013. Totally so. The Shields are no different. Vince, are you going to allow those sort of depraved, unscrupulous, obnoxious, and unwarranted attitudes to continue? Where is the discipline in this sport? Should wrestling be discarded as a sport? Or just an undesirable act for few people to watch? Vince, you have failed. You should hire a team with the ability, capacity, to deliver what good, decent people want. RBD lost by disqualification. You're causing decent wrestlers to take dim views of the sport. The time is coming when you will not be able to attract decent youngsters. Finally, Biggie Langston needs to change his attire. He is overly skimpy in the bottom part of his attire.
Now when I hear like noble sport, it makes me think of like Gunther wrote this in character. The mad is sacred. The best part of this, besides noble sport, is just like he says all this and like the closing line is just about like Big E's dick being too visible. And it's that's all here. That's what he closes with.
Knees. Knees, like what you have. Needs
not to
the
change.
Needs not to change.
Absolutely.
What a classic.
Classic. BG, if that's the first time you read it, welcome
That is
to
the
the
first
club.
time I read it. Oh yeah.
Welcome to the club.
Like
All right, guys. Great emails. Appreciate it so much. I really liked when Donald Wood left for good. Really appreciate that. But BG, I had a great time with you the second half of this show. I won't comment on the first, but thanks for hanging out with me, and to you, the listeners, thanks for hanging out with us. Guys, we'll catch you here next week.
Bye.
No, that's not going to be part of it.